Yes, 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 yes. Like a dog on, like Phil Radio. It's been a minute. I'm gonna let the room fill up. Let me pour my drink. Let me roll my blunt. You see the title? You see the title? Like Phil Radio, man. I'm gonna let the room fill up, man. Like a dog on. Go get my beer. Hold on. Try that. Check the fly cat 2.5. Multiply that. Cash grows on my arm. My flash shoes and tattoos. You can look, but don't touch me. Bad news. I'm elegant me. Elegancy. Treasury. With the hope to be rich before they bless me. On the back. Doing a higher practice. My fire ashes. Only max I can get back with. We all done. Strong arm, a long arm. But if it's all we on, for niggas supposed to be born. So that feature. Sit back, connect the pieces, inject the thesis, spoke to my pop, pieces. He showed me spot on the world that wore me out, never pull me out. Bitches and money, that's what we on the cloud for all the pop and the hip. Beach houses with the chandelier, me and my food, man, hands of beers open. Five, still eyes open, it's clear. Presidential suites at the hands here. How you living on your block? Mine's high. How you living on your block? I got it locked. What's going down on your side? Got shot. Same shit, yeah, right, I'll meet you up top. Yo, it's all the this feeling that I might get knocked. You know it don't stop. We can't close up shop. BBF, nothing less than how I'm stepping. Who's kidding? Cuties with it, see me pressing, see me flexing. Through the hood, these disgusting. Illegal search, trying to find weapons for gun possession. Never want for questions. Every move made it destined. Black specials, let's take it back. Clear the essence. Another version of the Goldie Mac pimp serving. Convince the urban. Watch the ghetto, Prince of Persian. Spanish. Auto chip smash, damage for the bounce, planet. Loaded gas, class cannon. Chipped up, chipped by folks. Don't get it mixed up. Guess what? Millionaire spot. With the quick cuts, twist up, slow going. Go showing, don't flowing, eyes don't lie, hoes knowing, made attraction, late love in the latest fashion, trained the mackin', never rockin' gated slackin', assorted wear, AC firm, extraordinaire, making more severe, I can sit down, all the shit. No way to go from here, but the top of the spear. Nothing stopping us here, we locking this here with the black toaster. By my hip bone, fuck my holster. See me at the copa, black and choker. Guards with me, man, blood smoke, it's hard to miss me. Pick one out of 2 dimes to twist me. 2 dimes is crispy, mine on chips. Brown on shit, that's strictly made for cats. Excuse me, is that your bitch and my six? Turning up the volume. When she hit my head, Black Phil Radio, you got one person on the check-in. Shadows was good. We got Shadows in the house, man. I know it's a late stream. A surprise stream for you niggas out there. Black Pill Radio, man. Y'all niggas see the title. I'm thinking of moving to Thailand. But how will I survive? Well, you niggas know I ain't gonna move right now. Hell no, nigga. I gotta take one more trip, at least for a month, and take another trip for 6 months. After that, before I even consider some shit like that. But it was just a thought. It was just a thought, guys. It's a thought. How would I survive in Thailand? Hold on. Make sure the call locked. Okay. Can't stick around because I got to be on the plantation in the morning. I'll catch the replay. All right, no doubt, brother. Yeah. Yeah, this is a surprise stream. You know, I got to get up tomorrow and go search for some money my damn self. I was in New York last week. Got back, been back down in the fortress. I'm back down here in the South. You know, been back for about a week. New York is a fucking cesspool, man. I was up there. You know, I was out in New York, man. New York is a goddamn cesspool, man. You know, New York is a damn filthy cesspool, man. That place. People are savage. I'm walking through Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
some I don't know what this nigga was, Dominican or something. He had some old black guy hemmed up talking about, you owe me money for heroin, nigga. Don't make me come see you. Had him hemmed up. I think this Hispanic motherfucker this nigga worked in a grocery store and had the black guy hemmed up, the older black guy. I mind my business. I kept it moving. I said, that's their business. He must have bought some heroin from him or something. I don't know what the hell. Anyway, you see the title, man. I'm thinking about moving to Thailand. If I would have moved to Thailand, how would I survive in Thailand, man? It's only a thought. Because, you know, before I do that, even think about doing that, I have to go out there and live there for at least another month, for a month, and then come back for 6 months. Next time I go out there, I'm going for a month, man. I'm going back to Thailand for a month next time I go out there. But I was thinking like, damn, 30,000 US dollars is like $1 million over there. Word. 30,000 US dollars is like a fucking $1 million, $1 million baht. You'll be a fucking millionaire in Thailand. You'll be a fucking millionaire. Think about opening up a sports bar or some shit like that. I got to talk to TMI about all that shit. Because, you know, he's been out there for a minute. I think about opening up a motherfucking sports bar or some shit. 30,000. If you had 30,000 US dollars, that's $1 million in fucking Thailand, man. $1 million baht, almost about 950,000, some shit like that. Damn, you're a millionaire. You open up a sports bar, a club or something. A couple barbers, something to cater to the expats, you know, and of course the locals, you know. Hell, let me open my own massage parlor, have my own bitches. I have my own bitches. I'm about to burn some weed. I ain't smoked no weed since I've been back from New York, so it's been about a week. I've been trying to slow down on the weed, man. My damn chest was hurting. I'm taking ginseng now, so my dick will get hard again. My dick wasn't getting hard for a minute. You start getting up there 45, 50 years old, nigga, your dick stop getting hard, man. You need some assistance. You know? You start getting ED and shit. I get some ginseng. Ginseng helped me, man. Ginseng and fish oil helped me get my dick hard again. You know. So, but I miss Thailand, man. I really miss it, man. Be reminiscing on it, man. I got all these videos and shit. I miss the bitches. I miss the atmosphere. Come back to the US, it's like, damn, you back in a fucking matrix. This shit is a fucking matrix. No bitches. You know, the bitches be acting stank out here. And it's like hard to find hoes out here, man. It's like, what the fuck? You know? Go to Thailand, you got bitches on every corner ready to suck and fuck for the low. Give you a massage, suck and fuck for the low. Here you come to the US, it's like you invisible to these hoes. Even a dusty bitch want $500 to fuck. Like, man, fuck this place, man. This place is going down, man. I feel like this place is just going down, man. America. It's getting harder to survive. It's harder to get a job. I'm trying to get another job. I'm trying to get an extra job so I can save up more money, man. Save up my money, man. So I can make my move back to Thailand for a month, man. I'm looking for jobs, man. It's like all these jobs are scam jobs. You're going Indeed.com, Monster.com. All these are scam jobs. I fuck with Craigslist. I told y'all niggas you need to fuck with Craigslist, man. I get more job offers off Craigslist. Matter of fact, somebody did offer me. I might hit that guy up tomorrow, man. You know, I might have to go ahead and give me a little bullshit ass. I'm thinking about giving me a bullshit security job, man. Night security, man. In an office where white people live at. I don't want to be no club security. These savage niggas out here fucking around and get shot. Or these savage niggas out here. No, I don't want to be no bouncer security. Nice, cushy office apartment, apartment overnight. I used to do that shit in New York, security guard shit. I used to do that shit in New York. That was one of my hustles, night security. I think about jump back on that down here. nice security job in a nice apartment complex where Whitey live at. It was nice and calm. Niggas go nice upscale shit. Don't put me in the hood. Don't put me in the ghetto. Don't put me in the ghetto. Put me in a nice quiet spot. Nice civilized blacks and whites, upscale. Go ahead, sign your name. Keep going through. I need something for at least $20 an hour, $25 an hour, some shit. Run that up for about 2 months and then go back out to Thailand for a month. Save my money, quit the job, and say, fuck it. Pay my rent up for a month and then go up to Thailand for a month. Fuck it. Come back and get another job. Run that shit for 2 months. Yeah, man. I miss Thailand, man. I miss the atmosphere. Even Bangkok was fun. I like Bangkok. Bangkok got a flavor to it. I like Bangkok. Man, had that New York flavor, but just with ready-made bitches everywhere. Like Pattaya, man. I love Pattaya, man. I didn't even get to really clearly explore Pattaya like that, man. I didn't get to go to Soy Bacau and all the rest of it. I didn't really get to explore Pattaya. I was there 3 days. But it was the bomb, man. The beach there and the bitches. Oh man, the bitches. Bitches is sucking and fucking for 1,000 baht. $30, nigga. Massage and all that. Come back to America, you're invisible. Come back to America. I came back to America to get negative reinforcement from bitches. Negative reinforcement from hoes. Got my dudes up here. Huro, Aura. Got Huro, Aura in there. If you're looking for security, whatever you do, avoid Allied Universal. It's a trash company ran by trash people. Everything bad you ever heard about them is true and then some. I know, when I was living in New York, them niggas would never hire me, Allied. Now, I used to work for Initial. Y'all niggas probably don't know. Because some of these companies that's in New York, actually the headquarters be in New York. And they in other states, but the main headquarters be in New York. So I used to work for Initial Security. I don't know if you guys remember Initial. Initial Security. Securitize. I used to work for Securitize. FJC never will hire me. FJC never. I used to work for Wildcat Security. Wildcat Security had me doing security out in South Jamaica, Queens, near Baisley Projects, in a condo next to Baisley Projects. One day I was doing my rounds, walking around. I seen the police chase. I roll up some weed to smoke in the hallways to pass the time. I'm looking out the window, police running some nigga down, and they ran some nigga down and beat the hell out of some nigga, ran across. I ain't say shit. I'm looking out the window with my smoking weed, looking out the window. They had me do Wildcat Security. I did security in construction sites and all that shit, man. I remember niggas had me doing security at some construction site on Cypress Avenue in the Bronx. This is the early 2000s. I had a bitch that lived in Kingsbridge in the Bronx, and I used to cut work. Because, I was the only one there. I used to cut work, go to this bitch crib, fuck her, stay till the morning, come back, and let the security niggas in through the gate, let the construction niggas in through the gate. I remember I had 2 jobs at that time. Yeah. Chris G, 121, what's up, my dude? I think it's the first time I'm seeing you on the stream. Where you from, my dude? He said Pattaya was cool. I've been there. Wild shit. Yeah, Pattaya was cool, man. And I didn't even get to go to the clubs or nothing. Now, I went down Walking Street during the daytime. All the clubs were closed. I didn't go to the club. I was gonna go to the club one night when I was there, but I had got my girl up off the beach. So I was like, fuck, I'm gonna go to the club. I could just call this bitch and have my own party in the hotel. And I had my own party. Bitch came to my hotel, and I was donkey fucking on for about an hour and a half. So I smoked some weed, drank some beer, watched some YouTube videos, and went to sleep. Man, I'm an old nigga, man. I've been there and done that. But when I go back, I'm gonna go to Club 808. I want just to see the atmosphere. Y'all have a good night, 100. Are you out? Everybody out, man. Everybody out, man. All right, brother. Have a good one. Warder Santana's in the house. Would you work in the USA for like 6 months to spend the rest of your year in Thailand? Yo, that's not a bad idea. I was thinking about some shit like that. A lot of people do that, man. A lot of single men do that. They work 4 or 5 months. They might get 2 jobs for like 6 months, save their money up, and then just go somewhere overseas for like 6 months, pay their rent up, and just go live somewhere for 6 months. Have to save their money and then come back and get another job and do the same shit. Do that, man. That's not a bad idea. That's what I'm trying to do. Actually, I'm gonna save some bread. I'm gonna go for a month. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go for a month. But this video is kind of clickbaity because you know what I'm saying, I'm thinking about moving. I am thinking, but not right away. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, 30,000 US dollars. You go to Thailand, that's $1 million baht. That's almost $1 million baht. I'm thinking like, damn, 30,000. You go out there, I could open up a little sports bar or something, a little sports bar lounge that caters to the expat niggas. That's bringing that American money, man. Have 1 or 2 of them shits and have one in Pattaya and one in Bangkok. Little sports bar serving wings and, you know what I mean, pool table, like the rest of these niggas. Wings and pool table and playing some hip-hop, a little R&B, man, bringing that flavor. I mean, it's already being done, but hey, I could bring my own mix. Have niggas bring some steak, make steak and cheese sandwiches and wings and fries. You know, bring that Black American spirit. That New York flavor. Club New York. My shit might be called Club New York. Lounge NYC Lounge or something. I'm thinking about some shit like that. NYC Lounge. Have some holes up in it. You know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit, bro. NYC Lounge or some shit. But I was thinking about that, bro. You know? But I got to go live out there at least a month and come back for 6 months just to see the app. If I could live out there, like I would have to see how it is. Stay at least 6 months or, you know, at least 3 months. You know what I mean? Black Pill Radio, man. Ain't too many people in the stream tonight. I know cats gotta work, man. I usually go on live. I usually go live on a weekend, man. It's a Tuesday, so I understand, man. A lot of people might have to catch this on a replay. I know cats gotta get up in the morning, man. It's getting hard to survive out here, man. You need 2-3 jobs to live in America right now. You need 2-3 jobs. That's what I'm saying. I think about getting me a little security job, a little nice security job, man. Ain't nothing wrong with a little nice security. And then do something in the daytime. And have some shit on the side, man. A little nice security, man, real quick out here, man. Little some shit where I can sleep. I can catch them security jobs. Those are good side hustles. If you get a good night security, that's a good second job, man. Night security. Because you can sleep, you get in the office building. You get up and do your rounds. You go somewhere and sleep and shit. Go listen to some podcasts. You know. Back in the days, we used to have CD players and shit, and magazines and shit. You go sit in the office somewhere and have niggas sign in. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead. The elevator's that way. Sometimes, back in the day, I used to do security work at night in Manhattan. And I'd be in the office building and people come in, they sign in. Sometimes some hot bitches would come in there. And them bitches will sign in and go up to the office. I'll sneak up to the bathroom and jack off. Real shit. I was sneaking up to the bathroom and jack off. This was back in the day. This is the early 2000s. I was a young nigga, man. Remember, I had 2 jobs. One time I had 2 security jobs. I think I was working for Wildcat Security, some shit in Queens, some bullshit, some fly-by-night shit, some fly-by-night security shit. I was working in Woodside, Queens in the daytime. It was around 04. My older brother passed away around that time. And I was doing 2 jobs, man. I was working early morning. I used to work early. I used to work from like 4 to 12. But I would leave early. I would leave early from the Queens job and go to the Bronx. And I think I had to relieve somebody. I would relieve them. And I used to come back to Queens and relieve that guy, stay for like an hour, and then I would run up to my bitch's crib. I had a chick in the Bronx. And I would come early in the morning to my other job in the Bronx. I used to be wild. I used to be doing wild shit. And in between, I used to have like 2 jobs and go see a bitch. I used to leave the site to go sneak up to see this bitch I was dealing with, man. Some older bitch from the Bronx, some MILF with a big ass, some Creole bitch. She had a big ass. That bitch was like 40. So this was like 2004 at the time. I was like 24. That bitch was like 34. 35, 37. I think that bitch was damn near 40. She had a big ass though, son. Some halfway retarded bitch. This bitch was like slow. She's SSI. She's SSI worthy, but she got SSI, but she wasn't totally bugged out. You know how some people are crazy, they're bugged out. They can qualify for SSI because they might have a low IQ, but they're functionable. So they qualify for that $1,200 a month in low income apartment. Y'all niggas know what I'm talking about. You know, them homes that was slightly crazy and bugged out in the hood. That bitch was able to get SSI, and so she was getting $1,000 a month. Back then, probably $800 a month, and a free apartment, a low income apartment. She probably had to pay $30 a month because the bitch was crazy. So she had a fat ass though, and she sucked a mean dick, man. Me and that bitch broke up. That bitch tried to bite. That bitch bit me on my hand because some dusty bitch some dyke bitch she had over there snitched on me about the shit I told her, because I told her, you know, I'm just with this bitch right now because there ain't nothing else to do, and I ain't got no pussy right now. So hey, she ran back and told my bitch, and we had a fight, and the bitch tried to bite me on my hand. I tried to hit that bitch with a 40 bottle, a Budweiser bottle. The bitch kicked me out the crib. That's the last time I saw that bitch. Matter of fact, I seen her later on, about 2012 in Manhattan, when I was trying to hustle CDs. I saw that bitch on the street. It was good times, man. It was good times back then, man. It's Black Pill Radio, baby. Who's here, man? I'm gonna keep it rolling, man. We got 3 people on the check-in, man. It's Black and Dawn One. It's Black Pill Radio. We 22 minutes in. It is what it is, baby. It is what it is. Black Pill Radio. You know? But my boy right now got a security job. He about to get an apartment in the Bronx. He done qualify for an apartment. My boy guys, I put niggas in my crew onto the security hustle way back in the early 2000s. That was a hustle, man. The security guard hustle. If you didn't have a job, you was looking for a job, and even females had the job. If you wanted a job, a quick job, security guard. They was hiring niggas for security. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got some wild stories. I swear you were doing GTA side quests. Yo, bro, I got some wild stories, man. I'm surprised I'm still alive. I got some wild stories. New York City stories. Just some wild New York City stories of survival and crazy shit, man. Thank God I never got too deep in the streets like that. I sold crack now. I sold crack before in the Queensbridge projects. I sold crack in Queensbridge before, man. I sold crack in Queensbridge. Hold on, guys. Let me get my ass straight. We got one person on the check-in. Hey, one is better than none, right? Like the radio. That's how we live. It's what it is. We run up in your crib, snap your kids in your waist. We know where you live. That's how it is. It is what it is. Black Pill Radio, man. I used to sell crack, but I sold crack for about 2 months, a month and a half. I think it was about a month and a half back in 1998 when I was still in high school. Verbal intercourse, I got you. Verbal intercourse with my man, Word is Song 10. That's back in the day. That's back when I was running the streets, the 90s. So around 1998, I was selling crack. I started selling crack, and I used to sell crack before and after summer school. Because I had to go to summer school and shit. I had to have enough credits to graduate. That's how it was back then. I don't know how with these little niggas now. Do these niggas still go to school? I don't know. They go to school to shoot it up, I guess. These little niggas still going to school? I don't know. I don't know. These niggas still going to school. Do they still got homework and shit? Do these little niggas, do they still go to school? Or they going from a screen in their crib? They doing it from, what the fuck? Let me get verbal intercourse, Raekwon, the chef. Yeah, so I was getting a lot of shit, man, and I didn't graduate with everybody else. I had to go to summer school. So around 1998, I think I aged out of the summer youth program. I was 18. You had to be up to, I think the summer youth program went up to 17. And I was doing that ever since, 15, 16, where you were working the summers in New York City, in the hoods in New York City. I used to work in the public housing, I used to clean up the ghetto. I did that in the summertime for extra bread. That was like one of my first jobs. That was my first job, summer youth. You guys who from New York? You guys remember the summer youth programs? Do they have that for the niggas these days? At least they have summer youth. They took that. I know Trump took that away. I know that's been gone. Do people still have summer youth? Remember you used to work summer youth jobs? Y'all don't remember that. Y'all niggas ain't from New York. Who from the city? Y'all niggas remember summer youth jobs? Do they still have that for the teens? Well, back in the 90s, if y'all niggas don't remember, back in the fucking 90s, there used to be something called summer youth job that you get it through the city. If you 15, 16, 17, 18 was the cutoff, though, nigga. They said, okay, 18 is the cutoff, nigga. We ain't giving, you know what I mean? 16, 17, 18. Or 15, 16, that was summer youth. You had to be 16, though. 16, 17, 18 was summer youth jobs. And I think I worked 2, 3 years. And I worked in the hood. I was summer youth, man. A bunch of us worked there from the block, from the hood. That was our hustle, man. We used to work summer youth jobs. All we had to do was walk around, clean up shit. But it was hard, though, because niggas, the ghetto of the hoods is dirty. Niggas will throw a whole goddamn Hennessy bottle on the floor, a half-drunken Hennessy bottle, broken glass on the floor, Pampers, blunts, all that, blunts. Yeah, it's horrible living in the ghetto. I ain't gonna lie. Living around niggas in Spicks could be horrible, man. Niggas will just throw shit on the floor. We used to clean all that shit. I seen what they went through. Because back in those days, me and my little crew, we used to be doing that shit in the hallway, throwing shit on the floor, smoking blunts in the hood, on the benches, throwing potato wrappings on the garbage can right there. Niggas just throw the shit on the floor. On some that showed me what these housing workers really go through, man. They deserve their respect, brother. They showed me, because I was a housing worker for that 2 months in the summer. Mm-hmm. That used to be our hustle. We worked 2 months. I think that shit used to end in August or something. So we still have a little bit of the summer to ourselves. But that shit used to be like 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. They weren't paying shit back then. We was young motherfuckers. So they was probably giving niggas like $7 an hour. But this is 98, so $7 an hour for us. And you living at home, that's about $300 a week, $350 a week. I used to save that shit up to get my school clothes. Some of my school clothes for, you know what I mean? Some niggas used to work in offices. Some niggas would work with the kids in the after school center. They don't have that no more, huh? I don't know. These niggas, they don't have, see, they cut shit. See, they cutting shit. They, shit like that, man, used to be, actually used to save niggas. Niggas like, yo, you signing up for summer youth? Yeah, you had to still be in high school. You signing up for summer youth this summer? Niggas be hyped about that. In June, yo, you signing summer youth? Yeah, I'm signing up. Get to work for your money, you work for your money and shit. The kids, the youth had a job. Those who were lucky got fast food jobs. If you were lucky, or you worked in the sneaker store, if you were lucky back in those days. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We used to call that shit summer yum yum. That's summer yum yum, nigga. Yep. You get back there and work summer youth, nigga. Summer yum yum. You know, ain't nothing wrong with a job. Ain't nothing wrong with having a job. I work today, one of my side jobs, you know. You gotta have 2-3 jobs these days to make ends meet, and ain't no fucking job. But back in those days, you used to have summer youth jobs, man. And I aged out, and I was 18, so I was in limbo because I was caught in between. All right, I'm out of high school now. What do I do now? So I was in between, like coming to the end of my teenage years, entering an adult world. I was in limbo at 18, 19. So young niggas hearing this that's in that age bracket, I was in limbo, man. Like y'all niggas, some of y'all young niggas might be in limbo. So I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And then I was 18. I couldn't work the summer yum yum no more. No more summer yum yum. No more summer yum yum, man. I could not work that summer yum yum. The cutoff was 18. So what I do? I started selling crack in the hood. My neighbor in the next building from the first floor gave me a pack and a shotgun. Nigga, he gonna remain nameless. We ain't gonna. He gave me. We used to be hanging out. He'd be hanging out in his crib and shit, watching the game, smoking weed, drinking beer. We used to be smoking that hydro shit. It was 98. Hydro was the big weed. Remember hydro in the jars? We used to smoke that hydro, nigga. In 98 was lit back in the days, man. That's when all the L shit. 98 was an L year in music too, bro. First of all, the whole QB was lit. You had Nas was lit. I think 98, Nas came out with an I Am, I think. I Am. The Mobb Deep had, I think, Murder Music came out that year. Wu-Tang came, I think Wu-Tang Forever just dropped. DMX just dropped for the last 98 was an El Nori drop. 98 was that year, man. That 98 was that motherfucking year, bro. And fucking Nori dropped. The NRE album was fire. I remember that NRE. Let me play something. Banned from TV, Noriega. 1998, when this shit dropped in the hood, the whole Queens was lit. This shit was lit. The whole Queens was lit that summer. Summer 98, this shit dropped, son. This shit dropped. Big Pun was out. Big Pun was out at this time. He just dropped his shit. I think he's about to, his new album was about to come out. He just dropped. He just dropped his first album dropped around this time. Cameron was out. That's when them niggas Cam just came out with an album. 98 was lit. New York was lit. That was like one of the last strongholds. New York had it, 98. That was like one of the last times New York had it, besides when 50 came out. But I'm talking about multiple rappers from New York. I mean, this is when New York had it in 98. And this is like my this is my era, nigga. I ain't gonna call it my prime, but I'm gonna call it my young. This is one of my favorite years. Because I was selling crack and I was hanging out in the city and just, you know what I mean? And I had to go to night school. Night school was lit. Man, I was going to night school in Manhattan and shit. What's the night school did I go to? I think I might have went to Washington Irving. It was a night school and different niggas from the city would be there. I remember this nigga from my hood. He used to come through with a Tech 9 in his book because he had night school there. It was Park West of Washington Irving. And my mom told me, God bless my mom's soul, she told me that when she was pregnant with me back in 1977, she used to, one of her sides, she had a side job. She was a substitute teacher at fucking Park West or Washington Irving. And I ended up going to night school there, fast forward, 1998. Ain't that something? Maybe you can make your sports bar in Thailand 90s theme. Yo, that's not a bad idea, brother. That's not a bad idea. We play 90s music, at least on the weekend. Because you want to keep, you kind of want to bring in kind of the new money too. But you don't want that rah-rah crowd. We don't want that rah-rah crowd. We don't want that rah-rah crowd. I think any motherfuckers that's coming from America, they should have some sense. You coming from America at the time, you got sense enough to not get locked up in a foreign country on that bullshit, because this ain't America. You know what I mean? But that's not a bad idea. At least on the weekends, we'll have some 90s theme shit. I was just thinking about it. $30,000 in if you have 30,000 US in Thailand, that's like 950,000. That's between like 900 and a million baht. You'll be a millionaire over there, bro. I bet you a lot of motherfuckers do that. They take their 30,000, they go over there, they blow up, they go get some sports bars. It might not be as hard, but I did see a video on YouTube about the guy, the African guy. I think TMI did the interview. The brother, check out the brother's channel, TMI Santiago, man. He out in Thailand, brother from Long Island. He did an interview with the African guy who owns Club 808. And the African guy was describing how he used to sell clothes, and then he got into that, then he moved to Thailand. He said it was a little difficult to get the club, but I don't think it will be as hard as it is in America. I heard to get an apartment out there is not that hard, bro. You just probably I heard you just got to show your bank account statements, and you don't have to have a whole bunch of shit, man. I think they do a background check. Now, they don't do no background check out there. They might. I don't know, but I heard it's not hard to get an apartment, a condo, and you got the money. You can get the fucking, you don't have to 3 or 4 months rent. You don't have to, you show them your bank account. You got money, and you can get a spot out there easy, man. They ain't strict like that out there. So get the business of sports. I probably got to get a few licenses, a liquor license, kind of in there. I'm on, man. Get them niggas a couple of hours. That shit probably costs 5 G's to open up, bro. A little sports bar, that whole, no more than like 50, 60 people. I'll be playing this shit. I'll be playing all night. Yeah, I'll be playing 90s shit. I'll be mixing it up. Because you want to get the new shit, have the new money in there. Hell yeah, man. Makes me think of Sweet Freedom, man. Sweet Freedom by, hold on, Michael McDonald, nigga. Y'all remember Sweet Freedom by Michael McDonald? That movie, Running Scared? I'm going way back. Y'all niggas don't, all y'all old niggas out there. Y'all remember that movie, Running Scared, with Gregory Hines and Billy Crystal? And their dream was to move to the Philippines. They're going to retire from being cops and go to the Philippines. Running Scared, Michael McDonald. This is most cool shit. Running Scared, Michael McDonald. That was the shit. Sweet Freedom, Sweet Freedom, Sweet Freedom. And they said they dreamed they was going to open them a bar in the Philippines and live in the Philippines. That was their whole goal. They was going to quit. They was going to get out of the car. But they got into some shit right before they tried to get out the game in a movie. And shit, They trying to get out the game and shit, you know what I mean? That was their whole theme and shit, man. Let me pull that up, man. Sweet Freedom, man. Sweet Freedom, hold on. Michael McDonald, man. This could be a goal, one of the goals right there, man. Go out there, open up a little bar and shit like that. Because I remember I was out there and I took an excursion to Lokan Island, Kolan, one pronounced Lokan or Kolan. And when I was over there, I hung out for like 2 hours before I got the boat going back to Pattaya beach. So I remember I was there, and while I was there, I went in somebody's they had like a makeshift bar restaurant. And I went up in there with some locals. I went up in there I got like 2 or 3 balls. I felt like I was in Vietnam. So like, remember in the movie with what's that shit? The Dead Presidents, the movie when they was in Vietnam, when Lorenz Tate and Chris Tucker was in Vietnam, and they was like in the back, they was like in Vietnam, and they was talking, they was smoking, and they was talking and shit. And Chris Tucker, he saw 2 bitches. He was like, yo, he wanted the 2 bitches. Remember that scene when I was in some shit like that. It was like a little makeshift bar / you could buy some food, you could smoke, they got drinks. I kicked by like a little lounge. I'm like, damn, niggas could set some shit like this. I could set up some nice shit, some Jamaica Avenue shit, some Jamaica Queens type, the Q Club type shit. I could have some Q Club type shit. Nigga. I could have a little Magic City type setup. And 30,000 is $1 million over there. You know what I'm saying? $1 million. You have some decent shit, man. All I have to do is go find a spot that's, you know, for rent or whatever, that's already kind of structured like that, like a spot that used to be a spot. That's that shit right there. What y'all think about that? And Michael McDonald is a white motherfucker, but he had soul. he had soul and shit. Michael McDonald. Yeah, man. Go out there, open a fucking bar and shit. That'd be some shit, though. I be thinking about that. But back to when I was selling crack in Queensbridge, right? So I couldn't get a Summer Youth job back in 98. It was 98. So I needed the guard needed some money, man. I needed the money flow before so I could figure some shit out and so I could get a job. I was trying to figure it out. I was going to night school. I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do. I didn't know if I was going to go to college. And then I know I had the money to go to out-of-state college. My mom had the money, you know, to go to out-of-state. Some niggas was going out-of-state going to school, going to black schools, Virginia and all that shit. Actually, I had a friend that went out there, and that nigga ended up robbing banks and going to federal prison for 15 years. Got out, went back to federal prison. But anyway, I won't talk about it. And he went away to school. He got caught up. He went down south and got caught up into some shit. But anyway, so I didn't know what I was going to do. I was in between shit, man. And, you know, like I said, I couldn't get a job, the Summer Youth job, because the cutoff age is 18. I'm 18 and shit, right? They figured, nigga, you should be done graduated. Get the fuck this for you. You can't get work here no more, right? So, like I said, my neighbor said, hey, man, he gave me a pack. He was like, yo, give me 3 back off every 10, every dime. Then they gave me a beeper. He was smarter. He was more sophisticated. He would do it off the beeper. And he had a bike. I used to be on a bike in Queensbridge and shit. I used to do it on the bike back then in the 90s. Man, I did that shit for about a month and a half, man. I get that nigga back his crack and shit. I was like, man, I'm not doing this shit no more, man. I ain't built for this. I ain't built for this stupid shit, man. Like, cause the risk outweighed the rewards, man. Niggas was getting locked up, man, getting hit with bids, man. 3 to 9s, 3 to 6, you know what I'm saying? Getting for selling crack back then in the 90s. Niggas was getting, you know, that shit was, I did it for about a month and a half, man. I was like, nah. I was like, yo, I was going to night school. I'm about to finish night school. I was like, I told myself, I was like, yo, I'm going to just do this shit for the summer. And then I was like, what's my next move? And then that's when I fucked up and went to the military. That was my next move that I thought was going to be successful, but that was just this dark. That shit was just this, another matrix. It was another matrix I got caught in. But that was my way. I think a lot of niggas go to the military trying to leave the hood, man. That was my excuse for going to boot camp. I was trying to leave the hood. I think a lot of niggas, when I was in boot camp, I asked some niggas like why they was here. I was like, yo, like you see the videos now where motherfuckers be going around the barracks or whatever asking, yo, why'd you join the military? You know, in the video. I was one of the niggas that was doing that without a video camera. Just in the barracks. I'd be walking, you know, we in the barracks and shit. Like, yo, well, whatever they call the Navy boot camp, I guess the barracks, the unit, whatever. Never changing. It's that shit. Yeah, man, it's Black and Dawn 1. I'm giving a little history and shit. So I used to ask niggas like, yo, what you here? Why'd you come here? A lot of niggas was like, yo, I was just trying to get out the hood, man. I was selling crack. I was selling weed. I got into some beef. Niggas was like, yo, I got into beef. It was getting hot for me. I wanted to change, so I went to the military. Young niggas is 18, 19. Yo, same. Other niggas had a story like me. They left high school. Ain't know what they was going to do. They didn't want to go to college or they had the money for that. And they said they ain't know what they was going to do. And they was like, the military was the best option. They had family military that went to the military. So that was my reason, like getting out the hood. That's what a lot of black. Some niggas got sentenced there as a sentence because the judge gave them a choice. You get locked up or you join the military. I heard a lot of those stories. I heard a couple of those stories. Niggas I remember this dude from Oklahoma said that he got into some shit and the judge was like, yo, you can either join the military or do this time. And some was like, yo, fuck it, I joined the Navy and shit. I heard a lot of that. A lot of that, man, while niggas was there trying to get out the hood. So that ended up, that was like, you know, that's why I quit crack, selling crack to do that. And my time selling crack in Queensbridge, right, was like, I mean, nothing ever happened. Thank God I never got caught. But I used to be on a bike. This is back in the days on the payphones. I used to get a beat, go to the payphone and shit. Yo, I go over there. And I'd be like, oh, shit. I'd be surprised at the people who was buying crack for me because I used to see them around. I'd be like, oh, you smoke? Like, I used to see people on the train, and I would see, and these people that had regular jobs and all that. The nigga I was working for, he was smart, man. That nigga had working, I guess, functional addicts. He had functional addicts. You know, he's working off the beeper. He was working off that functional addicts. You know, he had the bike and shit. And he gave me a shotgun, nice shotgun, or some kind of rifle shit. He's like, yo, hold this down. He's like, yo, hold this down just in case you need that. I was like, bet. I used to have that shit under my bed and shit. One time I thought my mom found it. She was in my room. I thought my mom found it. She came outside one time looking for me. I thought she found it. Ah, boy, the street. I had my little dabble in the street life, guys. And I was never no heavy. I never worked my way up to a kilo. None of that, man. I never worked my way. I never was no kilo. I didn't even work my way up to a pound or a quarter kilo. Yeah, I never worked my way up. Go uptown. I never worked my way up to get an ounce of coke and go uptown and get an ounce of coke. Go to Washington Heights and come back to the project. Have somebody cook up. I never got to that level. I was having, have somebody cook up for me and shit. Cut it with the bake or cook it myself. I had to go cook it. Go cook. I can't cook it with my mom. I would have to go cook. I never got to that level. Why I go cook at somebody else's crib and have somebody cook for me. Some niggas would have crackheads cook for them that knew how to mix and shit, mix that shit, stretch it, compress it and stretch it. Yeah, that crack shit, man. I used to be up in spots where motherfuckers would cook, you smell like shit. I'd be like, damn, man. It's not a glamorous life of a crack seller, man. That shit. And I didn't have the stomach for it, man. I did it for a month and a half, and it was the risk was too much. You get bagged, nigga, you doing time for this shit. Or for what? I'm making $3 off every rock, $6 off every 20. Come on, bro. It was really all I really did with the money. I just spent it on food, weed, go places and shit, go to Coney Island. Like shit like that. I never really it was no ball of money for me. I did it for about a month and a half. I never worked my way to a key or nothing like that, man. No bullshit like that. Yeah, man. Back in those days in the bridge, man, it was wild, man. Hold on. Kuro says, what was the military matrix like? I thought of it, but didn't because I got some beef with Uncle Sam. Oh, it was racist as fuck. It was very racist, man. I'm gonna get to that. Hold on, I'm gonna get to that. The military was very boot camp. Ask any so-called black person ever been a boot camp. And I imagine that's what it would be like outside of the military when you get out. It was very racist, bro. The military was very fucking boot camp. At least boot camp was very racist, bro. I mean, I was going through it with the motherfuckers that was the head. I don't know. I forgot the petty officers. That's what you call the boot camp officers. The boot camp officers. I'm getting into it with white recruits. They on some racist shit. These crackers from Texas, and these crackers, we used to be beefing. I used to be beefing with motherfuckers, but then I met some cool people in there too. Like, but this is only boot camp, so I don't know how it would be to actually after boot camp when you go to school. I was about to get to that point. I actually did get to that point, and I actually went to the graduate. I actually graduated. My mom's came to. I went to the grad. I went to Chicago on Liberty. They call it Liberty. We get a couple of days off before you ship out. All that is like right before I was about to ship out. The night, you know, it's crazy. The night before I was about to ship out. This is crazy. The night before I was about to ship out, I was on guard duty, and this redneck cracker sergeant, whatever the fuck, he came in there. He's like, he was talking crazy to me and shit. He was like, yo, he's like, what is your general? How you gonna be a soldier in my Navy? All that shit. He was on some racist shit. I believe he was on some racist. And he's like, what's your general orders? Get down and do push-ups. He was on that type of shit, bro. And I went through so much shit up until that point. Even, I'm gonna tell you this. I went through so much shit in that military shit. I was supposed to be in there 2 months. You know, when you get into trouble and infractions, they take you out and say you might be at week 6. If you get into some shit, they'll put your ass in another unit that just came in like week 2. And that shit happened to me twice. So I was supposed to be in there 2 months. I ended up in there like 4 months. You know, this thing was the closest to prison I've ever seen. I've never been to prison. I pray to the Lord I'd never go. But now I've been in the county jail in central bookings. I've never been to Rikers Island, thank God. I've been to DeKalb County in Georgia. But I almost went to Rikers about 4 or 5 times. I didn't go right. I just time in the central booking, Queens central booking, uptown, Queens and Manhattan, and fuck both of the NYPDs from those areas. But anyway, that shit was like on some prison shit, bro. It was like prison, bro. It was like you know. First of all, I'm gonna come back to that, but let me get back to my crack selling days, and I'll transition to that. So back in those days, selling crack, it was real dangerous in the hood because you had niggas getting robbed, you had niggas getting shot, you had the police shooting and beating niggas up and locked. You get locked, you get bagged. In Queensbridge, you even had crackheads knocking niggas out and taking niggas' crack. You had the diesel crackheads that might have just came home from jail. Them niggas is diesel, but now they just started smoking crack, but they diesel still, and they street. I heard many times motherfuckers hear about niggas getting knocked the fuck out by crackheads, and the crackhead take their crack and run from them. And you hear about that, niggas, you know, well, look out for so and so, look out for. It was just one dude. What was his name? Some motherfucker from back. Some niggas used to knock niggas out and take their cracks. Slick crackheads. So it was like, and it was fight for territory. You can't hustle on this block. It was crazy. But I never got into this because I used to hustle like a little before I would go to summer school, and then after I would come back and shit. And then I used to hang out with niggas that was selling crack too. We would hang out. There's a couple Puerto Rican niggas that used to sell crack. One day it was a Mexican nigga using it. There's a Mexican nigga in Queensbridge I grew up with, man. This nigga was kind of a gangster Mexican nigga, man. He grew up in Queensbridge. He was a gangster, he was a Mexican blood and shit. That nigga was selling crack. Mm-hmm. And a few black brothers too, you know, from different blocks that sell crack. I knew, you know, so we all was like, back in those days in 98. I think this was out too, man. And that's when the music was fire. Niggas would have the radio out in the park and shit and on the block, and niggas be serving motherfuckers. I would go do my sales. I get a beep and go do my sales. But I only did it for like a month and a half, man. I was like, yo, once I graduated, I was like, that's when I went to that military shit. And like I said, that's a whole nother matrix, man. And I actually made it through it. I was about to ship out, but then that incident happened, and I tried to escape. I did an escape movement. I tried to escape boot camp, man. Military boot camp, man. I escaped. And this shit was in Waukegan, Illinois, so 2 hours away, about an hour and a half, not even 2 hours, like 30 minutes. Yeah, 20, 30 minutes from Chicago. About 20 minutes from Chicago. You take the double decker. I tried to escape. I tried to get on the train. I had no money or nothing. I just went on pure adrenaline. Because the guy, the sergeant, the faggot ass cracker that was trying to check me, talk greasy, he sent me to the headmaster chief's office. to get reprimanded. This is the day I'm supposed to ship out. He said, this guy doesn't know his orders. And go. So I'm waiting on a fucking sergeant. I'm on a line. I'm waiting to see this motherfucker. I'm like, yo, I'm thinking like this nigga's they about to do the same shit they did to me before. They're gonna put me back. They're gonna suspend me back in training for they're gonna bring me back. They're gonna leave me back. It's like getting left back. I was like, I'm not doing this shit. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I had racial incidents to everybody, the chiefs and the officers. They was on some racist shit, you know. And it's like, damn, getting up every other day, niggas make you work out. I mean, that's good. You keep your body in shape. And then you had to run. We used to be running miles and shit, chanting, running. Niggas used to be marching. 1, 2. I remember the march. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Niggas used to be singing. Some niggas used to be singing the lead nigga of the march of the unit. 1, 2. They would pick who each day. They would pick who they had to lead the marches. And we used to get up like at 6 in the fucking morning, bro. They used to make us get up. They used to come up in the barracks. Oh, get up, motherfuckers. They used to make noise, shock you, wake you up out just like, get up, motherfuckers. Where you think you at? Get the fuck up, get up, motherfucker. Nigga, get up, nigga. They call you nigga. Nigga, get up, nigga. Get up, where you think you at? The black people will call you niggas and the white, get up, nigga, where you think you at? You a lazy nigga, get up. Some niggas had breakdown. I remember niggas, my bunkmate, some white boy, little cracker, he had a breakdown. I think he had a breakdown and just had a breakdown. He started crying and banging his head. I think he started banging his head up against the floor, against the bunk bed, banging his head up. Because they put you through psychological mind fuck. They put you through a mind fuck, man. All that is a mind, get you up at 6 in the morning. I remember that. This is Black Pill Radio, man. This is real deal. 56 minutes in, man. Who got a request, man? We got 3 people on the check-in. I'm thinking of moving to Thailand, but how would I survive? That's the name of this particular show. This is Black Pill Radio, man. What's your request, man? Yo, let's go back to New York City with this, man. Raekwon live from New York. Black Pill Radio. We got 2 people on the check-in, but that's all right. Blackathon 1, man. I'm trying to get on the radio soon, man. Fuck that. But that shit was very racist, man, and that shit was crazy, bro. I remember, we used to march early in the morning, and it used to be brick too. Because I remember I went in August right after I graduated. After I went to summer school, and I got I finished my summer school credits for that summer, and then I went to fucking military in September. And then I had my birthday at the end of the month. I remember I went in September, and my birthday was at the end of the month. I don't know why I did that. I did that to get out the hood. Yeah, that's why I went to the military. And I remember in the mornings, like they used to make niggas work out through cycle push-ups, get up, push-ups, stretch, sit-ups, push-ups. I mean, that was pretty good though, because that shit kept a nigga in shape. When I came back from that shit, I felt like I was Diesel. I was back in the hood. I felt like I was cut the fuck up, bro. I was still kind of skinny, but I was cut up though. I was cut up, son, from working out for 2-3 months. And shit, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Black Pill Radio, man, and oh yeah. And I remember in the mornings after we work out, we march to chow. Everywhere we go, we would march. We marched to breakfast, to chow. And they had the head leader, or whoever who was chosen to lead the march. One, you had to say, you be the head leader, you lead it, everybody will sing behind you. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I still remember that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Niggas used to be more. 1, 2. Yeah, niggas was making songs. The rhythm was ill. The marching. Then I think back at it, that marching was kind of dope because it had a rhythm. It was like a rhythm section. 1, 2, 2, Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. The officer used to let niggas. He said you can't get too ill with it, but you can put your own spin on it. But you can't. You still gotta be. When you sing, you gotta. Your cadence still gotta. It can't be no rap. You can't just bust off in the motherfucking a rap fucking battle. Nigga. You can add a little flavor to the march. You can't change the fucking words. All right. They used to be like 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3. I used to be like, yo, this shit is dope though. But back then I didn't like that shit. You march to chow, you march back, you march to go run in the gym, you march every fucking way. I remember that. They used to have us marching everywhere and shit. Shouts out to Base DMN. Where you from, my G? First time seeing you in the chat. I lost like 30 pounds when I was in boot camp. Yeah, you will lose weight, man. I was cut the fuck up, man. Where you was in? What branch you was in? And where you from, bro? Yeah, that shit was, that shit kind of, it was discipline. It kind of made a man out of you in that shit, though, man. Cause we used to have to run and shit. I remember it was the point to take the water test. We had to take the water test. They used to make niggas dive off the top of the once niggas used to be scared. So they funny. I remember my man's and shit. He was from Brooklyn and shit. He was on the plane with me. He came over with me when we went to Waukegan, Illinois. My man's from Brooklyn. He was on the same plane with me and shit when we shipped out of New York. And I remember he was on the what's that shit? The tall shit. When you at the top of the pool, what's that name of that? The jumping off the shit. You got to jump off with the diving board, but it was like the cliff. You had to jump off there, yo, and that shit was like a 2-story high cliff, bro. That shit was like a 2-story. Imagine you jumping from a 2-story building, to go into a pool. You had to go up in there and jump off that shit and float up. You will float. They were like, you will float up. I think they would put the shit on us and you will float up. And they'll make you, if you're scared to jump off there yourself, that niggas used to be shook. I remember niggas used to go up there and they would teach the niggas how to swim a little bit. They would teach, I never learned, I learned a little bit though, how to swim underwater, but I could never float. I still to this day don't know how to swim like that. I don't know how to float. How niggas how do you do that? How the fuck are you floating in the water, bro? Like, I never got that. I cannot do that. Every time I used to try being in the water, floating, I feel like I'm sinking. I get nervous or something. But I did learn how to swim underwater for a minute and shit. But over water, I didn't. I tried to get it. My uncle tried to teach me too. And shit. I need to learn that shit. I need to learn that shit now. But I remember I did good enough to pass the what it was called, the water test, the swimming test. And niggas used to go up there to the top of that diving board. And I used to see niggas get shook. Niggas got shook. Niggas used to get shook. Niggas used to be on the edge of that diving board. And I used to see niggas, when they looked, see how deep and how far up they was, niggas would be cowering, scared and shit. They used to push niggas. They used to make niggas push niggas off that shit. So if you scared, they would push. Some niggas be scared. Some niggas start crying. I didn't see niggas crying. I used to remember seeing niggas crying. I don't want to get it. I don't want it. They used to push niggas. They used to hold on to the thing, to the ladder. No, I don't want to get it. Don't make me do it. I don't want to do it. And niggas used to quit. Niggas used to quit off of that. That used to make niggas quit boot camp. That test right there, the swimming test in the Navy boot camp, and I believe in the Marines too. They might do this for all of them, but you had a swimming test to see if you could swim. They had to teach you how to swim. The basin, they put you on a diving board, the top of the plank, put you on a high ass plank about 2 stories tall, 2 building stories tall and shit. You up there. And if you know how to swim, you jump off that motherfucker and swim. And then they'll put a life preserver shit around. You have a vest on. Yeah, they'll put the life preserver vest on you. The shit that is the floating shit. And If you didn't do it, you didn't jump off the plane, and you scared to jump off, the niggas used to push you. I remember niggas used to push niggas. I remember my man's from Brooklyn. He got up there, he cowered. He cowered a little bit. He started cowering. That nigga started going. They said, "Nah, nigga," and they pushed that nigga in the water. And the nigga still was trying. You know how somebody get pushed and shit, they like it's just a water. Their legs still trying to hold on to the floor, like their legs trying to still hold on to where they was at before they got pushed. It was fucked up. When I went up there, nigga, I said, fuck it. I just went jump. I said, fuck. I was already crazy as hell. I was crazy as hell as a young nigga. I was already crazy as hell. So I had to do a robbery. I had to do strong arm robbery. I was already crazy to the motherfucker. I said, fuck, I jumped in the water. Oosh, went right into the water. Doosh. Floated to the bottom. And I tried to get up. And then I started floating up. And then somebody came and grabbed. They had a couple people what's it called? Lifesavers. Swimming saver. What the hell are them niggas' names? The niggas that help you if you drowning. What's them niggas' name? I forgot. That be at the beach, lifesavers. I forgot their name. They used to push niggas. I remember niggas used to cower and cry. Niggas were like, no, I'm not doing it. Some niggas had to they let them go. Well, they was too shook. They was just too shook to do it, man. They never fucking swam before. They was just too shook to do it. Some niggas do. They just jumped in the water and swim. They knew how to swim and shit. They either do that. I was fucked. I remember that shit was fucked. That was fucked up. They used to push niggas. Sometimes they used to try to grab the shit, go there. They used to lift niggas. They would have two niggas there, two officers that would be up there, get up there. Had one already up there, and they grab your ass and throw your ass in the goddamn water. unless you just pleaded with you. Some niggas used to cry. They used to let niggas. All right. They used to let niggas leave. Them niggas couldn't pass that test, and they got kicked out. Yeah, they got kicked out. Niggas who couldn't pass those types of tests, they got kicked out. Mm-hmm. Cruel shit. I used to see that. It's some cruel shit they used to do to niggas. Oh yeah, they get up in your face and talk shit to you. Yeah, that was man. Early in the morning, they get up in your face and talk shit. That motherfucker be in your face. Oh yeah, you think you're tough? I fucking cut your fucking neck off and shit down your fucking throat, recruit. That type of shit, all in your face, all in your face. They used to talk greasy to me, them crackers, and the niggas, the black sergeants and the white sergeants, and whoever else, the Latino. And the bitches, they had female, they were vicious to the women. Oh, you think you tough because you from New York? Oh, you a New York boy, huh? You think you tough, huh? So they used to be on niggas like that. Screaming all in your face. I cut your fucking nigga head off and I shit down your fucking throat and ship it back to your mother, nigga. And shit like that. They be in niggas' face. Niggas be breaking. I remember that, man. That shit was kind of a traumatic experience, man. Boot camp. Because what they try to do, they try to break you down psychologically and build you up. So I guess prepare you for when you go out into the world on some war shit. And they really was, some things they couldn't get through. Like me, they got through. They couldn't really. I made it to the end, but I was just a rebellious thing. I'm fighting and shit. I'm bringing butter knives, some chow because I'm about to stab this crack in the shower. It was some jail shit. I was also I had developed some kind of prison mentality when I was in there, bro. I'm serious. I had smuggles. I was beefing with some crackers on white supremacists. We had a couple scuffles. We was about to have a scuffle. Nigga talking that nigga shit. I'm like, yo, fuck you, cracker. I'm fucked. I'm from New York, man. What you want to get on? And the nigga was bigger than me too, kind of more diesel. Some cracking it. I think he was older than me, but I didn't give a fuck. I remember I snuck a butter knife from a child one day. And I put it in my sock. And we about to go in the shower. Everybody go in the shower. I got my goddamn, I had the knife on me. And the shit fell out my fucking hand, bro. I'm going in the shower. I was about to stab this dude, bro. I was really going to stab this dude, bro. And the knife, I ain't gonna lie, I got kind of shook and the shit fell. And then when it fell, people, the nigga who was on my bunkmate, another crowd, white boy, he saw it. And I think he snitched on me, bro. I was really about to stab this dude, bro. I was on some ranking shit in the boot camp. This shit was some jail shit. Some jail shit. That shit was wild, bro. I'm gonna have to write a book on that, man. My time in boot camp. I got kicked out of boot camp. Something like that. That's a story. I need to sell an ebook for like $10. Cause that's the audio book. I'm gonna sell an audio book. Fuck the ebook. Niggas don't, people don't, yeah. I need to put that when I got kicked out, sell for $10 and shit. That'll be, I would need a way to really sell it where that shit, like, as soon as I put it out, it's going to do numbers and shit. Based them dudes used to take that swim test over and over and over and would never pass. Yeah. Oh, you were using the Navy. Where you from, brother? What city you from? Yeah, he know about that. Yeah, they'll make you do it over like 2 or 3 times, and if you didn't pass, they'll send you home. You unfit for military life. Sometimes they would just pass you because they needed people. They would pass you, you know. But I was in 1998. That shit was kind of crazy, man. They'd be in front of niggas in front. They never. One time, them niggas did grab me the fuck up because one time, I was catching beef with motherfuckers in like my first unit. And I'm walking out to go to chow one day, the cracker general or whatever the fuck, the nigga that was the head of my unit, or the assistant that was responsible for the unit. He was the one he was like a teacher of the unit. They grabbed me by the throat, grabbed me by my fucking collar. Listen, nigga, you getting the fuck out of here. You're leaving my platoon. You're leaving my, you little fucking nigga, me my platoon. And then he pushed me. And I think I pushed him back. And they broke it up and shit. You're getting the fuck out of my platoon, motherfucker. You're getting out of here, motherfucker. And I was beefing with them crackers, man. Hard, man. The people that the recruits and the motherfucker. And I was backed up by a couple brothers, man. I think a couple LA brothers was down with me because we formed our own shit. It was some jail shit, bro. I'm telling you. The blacks, we was on some black shit we stuck together. So a couple brothers from down south and LA, and I think Chicago was holding it. We came together. We in Ohio. I think I had a couple brothers from Ohio because it was people from different places, and we held it down against these crackers, man. We formed because they was going through the same shit with these crackers. They was on some race, some nigga shit. We was fighting them motherfuckers though. We was going in. We had respect. This was some jail shit. It was some jail shit. I'm gonna tell you that boot camp was like some real. It's like some jail shit. So you go into a dorm, you got your bunk. It was some jail shit. With the same shit, you go to chow. It was some shit. I snuck this shit. I snuck a knife from chow about to stab this cracker. And that cracker's name is Warm Bowl or something like that. I still remember that cracker's name. I need to look that cracker up, man. Some fucking cracker, man. Somebody snitched and I remember, yo, check this out. Somebody snitched and they got called into the office. So that cracker was there, Warm Bowl, and a couple other crackers that they assigned head of the camp. Every the officer that runs the camp, he'll assign one or two guys that are head of the camp, and they used to have like a, and I'm gonna tell you, this is some cracker, this is some white supremacist shit. They used to all be in the office together. Like all the top dudes of the platoon. Yeah, there was only crackers up in there. They'd be up in there with the head boss or whatever. And they was on some racist shit. Right? So I was up in there. So they called me up in there. Kind of the guy talking to me. So what happened out there? So I'm standing up there. You gotta stand at attention. And then the other cracker, he was there, he was standing at attention. And then the crackers that they assigned to be head of the other, they was there like they was chilling. Like they was eating, it looked like they was eating, watching movies. They was all hanging out with the top guy or something. I'm like, what is this? What kind of weird shit is this? And they were all crackers. Because the top platoon leader, I forgot the petty officer, whatever the fuck they call him. He was the head of the guy that was the head of our shit. Like I said, they will recruit the recruits to be over a recruiter to be over the rest of us. You'll be like the head of the recruits. And you report to them, and it'll be the them and their assistant. And I remember this motherfucker was like, okay, yeah, sure. And this cracker was like, now, just because, he said to me, now, just because Warren Bowles, who's some cracker, Warren Bowles' family is a possibility. He could have owned your family. Doesn't mean that we're racist or something. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, why would you even say some shit like that? If you're not a devil to begin with. I was like, you crackers is devil. That's why I tried to stab that guy. So, and he told me, well, we're going to kick you out of here and you're going to go see the head chief and they're probably going to put you in another unit, put you back. I think I was already at week 5 at that point. 6. No, I was already at week 6, 7 or some shit. It was only supposed to last 2 weeks. I was at week 6, 7 or something. Only supposed to last like 14, 15 weeks. It was longer back then. I remember boot camp. I ended up there 3-4 months, 3.5. Yeah, because I kept getting, you know what I'm saying? It's some jail shit. Who this? Base DMM says boot camp really is some jail shit. I remember this black dude and white dude got caught in a bunk. Said, what the fuck? I was laying in my bunk and heard smooching in the middle of the night. Yeah. Some homo shit, yeah. I've heard that too. Niggas was homos in there. Yup. Niggas be meeting in the bathroom and shit. Yeah. I hear rumors of that. Yup. Niggas would be fighting in the bathroom at night when the lights go out. Yeah, I remember that. Because at night, the head officers, they wouldn't be there. So basically, it would be like a head officer outside in his office or some shit, and they would let the niggas who they assigned to be security for the night run shit or whatever. But you had to be asleep or whatever, and niggas be fighting. Niggas would be gambling. I remember we used to be gambling, playing cards, and it was some crazy shit. I remember I had a hustle in there. Niggas would pay me. What happened? I had a hustle in there. I think niggas was cutting hair. I would cut niggas' hair. I think I had a hustle. I had a hustle in there. Niggas would pay me to cut hair or some shit like that. Niggas get their hair. Niggas had razors. Niggas would cut hair with the razors and shit. Crazy shit, man. You know, niggas was washing clothes and shit. Niggas had a hustle washing people's clothes. I think I had that hustle. I wasn't on no herb shit. I had a hustle washing clothes and shit. Niggas would pay me, but I wasn't on no herb shit. Not no homo shit, no herb shit. It was a hustle. Like, yo, I iron the clothes. You pay me $20 type shit. I iron the pants. You don't do it. I do it. Give me $20 type shit. I had a hustle going, even though we was getting paid anyway. And I was cutting hair. I was cutting hair and all that shit too. I was cutting hair. Niggas had a hustle going on up in there, man. Yeah, it was some jail shit. It was some jail shit. Niggas would meet up and talk about we had people we would fuck up from the other crew. It was really on some jail shit, man. Yeah, niggas was making dice out of tissue paper. Yeah, niggas making dice, all that shit, man. It was some jail shit. Niggas be fighting. I remember I stole some crackers' money in one unit I was in. So after I got kicked out so many times. So they put you in the about to go home unit, separations, meaning you get kicked out, nigga. But you might have to stay in there another month till they process you out. And that shit was really jail because this shit right here, niggas, it wasn't no structure. Niggas wasn't going out to march shit. It was no working out. You could work out if you wanted to. It was like you just in the dorm all day till we go to lunch, till we go to dinner. It was like that. They'll take you out to walk around, to march around. But you didn't have to march. There was no structured march. It was to walk around. So you get recreation. But that was the real jail shit right there. Nigga be fighting. I mean, when this one dude was like, at the brawl, it was a brawl. Somebody was brawling. So white dudes was brawling, right? And sporadic fights used to just jump off in the middle of the day. It was some jail shit. Yo, it was some prison shit, bro. It was some real prison shit, bro. That military boot camp was like some jail shit, bro. Nigga, I took a butter knife. I was gonna stab a motherfucker in the shower. That's how real. I had a couple fist fights up in that motherfucker. And I had some respect too. Niggas was like respected me because I stood up to the authority and shit. Niggas, it was some jail shit. Anybody who ever been to boot camp would tell you that shit was kind of like some jail shit. Now I never know. I don't know how it is once you get out of there, but yo, base DMM. Where you from, man? What city you from, my G? What city you from? Yeah, but you was there, you know. Smoking this weed and shit. Who got a request, man? Black people here. So they finally got them. But you know what's crazy? You know how they really like try to keep you as their property, bro. Because I remember they kicked me out the first time. That first time they kicked me out, and they sent me to the separations camp where you about to get out, and then they kick you out. In a month, you about to get sent out. You sent home. They kick you out. Them niggas sent me to get evaluated, and some white bitch evaluated. She's like, "Oh, it's nothing wrong with him. We gonna put him back in training at week 2." I'm like, "Oh hell no! the fuck out of here. Now, this is the third time these motherfuckers done did this, bro. I'm like, hell no, I gotta get out of here. You know, I used to call my peoples in New York whenever they let me use the phone. It was some jail, yeah. Call my peoples with a calling card. Used to call my moms. It was some jail shit. I used to be like, yo, niggas used to write me letters. Yeah, you could write letters and shit. Used to shine your shoes. Niggas used to shine their shoes and shit. Yeah, play cards. It was some jail shit, bro. Tell old bullshit war stories. Fight and shit. Niggas to fight. A lot of fights, niggas just scrapping shit. But niggas they sent me back to training. And I was like, hell no, I gotta get out of here, right? So this dude told me, I forgot it, he was black, white, whatever the fuck. Dude was like, yo, all you gotta do is refuse, tell him you refuse to train. I'm not gonna train no more. I refuse to train. So I told him, yo, I don't want to do it. I refuse to train. So while they be in the barracks working out, doing work, homework, because you know you had to go to school there and shit, I would sit outside of the barracks. I would sit under I remember I used to sit under the stairwell for hours, bro, with a Bible. Hell yeah, that shit was. So it was like I was in isolation. I was in a hole. Son, that was like being in a hole, my nigga. Yeah. The whole shit is parallel to jail, bro. Dallas, Texas. Shout out to Dallas, man. I've been in Houston before. I ain't never been to Dallas, man. Shout out to Dallas. That shit was like jail, bro. I never been to prison, but it was as close as it came. It was at least the county. It was some county jail. That's the closest that shit came. Yeah, fights used to break out. I used to have fights up in there. Guards will call you nigga. One time this cracker called a brother nigga, and the brother freaked up. Nigga, what the fuck? Did everybody hear that? He called me a nigga. What the fuck? Now this is the military. You ain't supposed to be getting away with that shit. You probably won't get away with that shit now, but back then, them crackers. I had a Nazi as I guess you could call a nigga a CO. That's what these are COs. The COs were, and they were called petty officers. Were basically the COs. I remember I had a Nazi CO. Yeah, Nazi CO nigga. He came in Nazi apparel. He just looked like a Nazi. Just shaved head and shit. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that shit was like, yeah, bro. Motherfuckers can stab. Motherfuckers pull out. I brought a knife. You hear niggas scrapping, fighting in the bathroom. Niggas challenge you to a fight. You got to get up and scrap. I used to have fist fights with niggas, wrestling fights. Niggas escaping. I remember this one time this white nigga escaped. He went back, this white motherfucker. He got out of there. He escaped, bro. He actually escaped and went I think he was from Texas, actually. And the boot camp was in fucking Chicago. This nigga actually broke through. He escaped. See, when I tried to escape, I escaped. Let me tell you niggas how I escaped, right? So once they sent me downstairs to meet the head chief, I just said, fuck that. I walked out. I walked right out the front door. It wasn't heavily guarded. Now, that's one thing about it wasn't like prison where it was heavily guarded. It was guarded, but it was just like they expecting us to go in and out the front door and shit like that, right? So, but they had soldiers, centurions at the front door. So I guess the policy is to let you go and they'll just catch you when you get to the train. So I just left, bro. I went off straight emotion. I didn't think this shit out or nothing because my bank card, because, even though you in there, we was getting paid. I remember you get paid while you in boot camp. And back then, I think they was getting like $6.25 an hour. But it will go straight to your debit card. You ain't spending nothing because you get free clothing, free food, free housing. You ain't spending nothing. The only time you spend money is if you go to when we used to go to the store, which is the commissary. It's the same shit, bro. It's the commissary, bro. We used to go to the commissary, bro. They used to call the NEX, the NEX. And you can go make a call there. You get calling cards. You go buy calling cards. And then you can buy some food. You can have your little candy. They will let you buy that. They will let you buy toiletries and shit. Like, I think niggas bought clippers. You can buy clippers in there. Well, actually, yeah. No, actually, they actually niggas would buy clippers, I think, back then. But you also had niggas were sneaking by that shit. But you also had the barbershop. There had niggas go to the barbershop every 3 weeks. You get fucked up haircuts and shit. I mean, fucked up haircuts. Niggas would just give you like, because the first you come in and they shave your shit bald. When you go in there, you're allowed to keep your hair. But you can't really, if you're not bald already, you can't really, because you want to show your progress. That's how they was. So you could kind of allowed to keep your hair. They want to let you. They want, that's how they will identify you as a new recruit or something. Now thinking back at that, that's why they had that. When you come in there, they shave your shit off, but they do that to see how long you've been there. Like, you go there and you would like have to have some hair in your head. You couldn't cut it, or you couldn't cut it bald no more, but you couldn't let it grow too high. So that's how they would measure how long you were there. Now, but you would get fucked up. I would get fucked up fades and shit. Some white nigga just give you a straight bowl cut. They wouldn't even fade your shit all the way. It would just cut your shit bowl cut in a fucking fucked up ass shape up and just get the fuck out of it. Like, they wouldn't even fade you. Then you be looking like that nigga from you be looking like that little kid from South Central. What's that movie, South Central? That little kid. Hey, Ray. What's up, Ray? Hey, Ray. Remember that nigga? You be looking like that nigga, have a haircut like that nigga. They don't even fade this shit. Hey, Ray. Hell, Ray. Remember when he came? What movie is that, y'all? Y'all niggas help me out with that. What movie was that? What movie? It is Black Pill Radio. We having a good time. What movie is that? South Central. And speaking of that, man, I got to request MC8 Straight Up Menace. MC8 Straight Up Menace. Anybody got a request, let me know, man. We having a good time here at Black Pill Radio. We about an hour, 26 minutes in. 2 people on the check-in. That's all good. We got the brother Bass DMM, and that's all I see right now. But we got 2 people. It says we got 2 people to check in. And what's the movie? The South Central, one of my favorite. Yeah. Hell, Ray. Hey, Ray. What's that name? What was his name? Did he have a name? That was Duke's kid when he grew up, and he had a fucked up ass bowl cut. I think that nigga had a rat tail, and they didn't even shape his bowl cut. He had a fucked up ass bowl cut. That's how the barbers was. Military boy, you get a free haircut, they shape you up quick. All right, nigga, we got time. They give you a bowl cut and a fucked up shape of the black recruits. You get a fucked up ass haircut. Cracker cut your head, just give you a bowl, take some off the side, take some down, and have you you be looking like Scottie Pippen, flat top, Scottie Pippen 1990s flat top. They had you like that. What a fucked up haircut. You a fucked up bowl cut. Looking like that little nigga from South Central and shit. Straight Up Menace MC8. You look crazy as hell. You look crazy as hell. I remember the niggas come out the bar looking crazy, that fucked up shape, your shape up, pushed back. You have African shape up. Your shit pushed the fuck back and shit. Yeah, they give you a fucked up haircuts and shit back then, man. Fucked up ass haircut, man. Hold on. Straight Up Menace MC8. Black Pill Radio, man. We got BDS said we must have went to the same boot camp in Great Lakes. Great Lakes. What year you was in? I was in 98, brother. We might have been in the same unit, my nigga. I ain't gonna put my government out there. I had brothers from Texas up in there. The crackers I was beefing with, them crackers was from Texas. Yeah, like beef with them niggas, but it's like people from everywhere. It was jail. It was like, I guess you would call it like a military jail. It was like a federal prison, because federal prison people come from everywhere. So you can equate it like that. Yeah, you go to the barbershop. They send niggas to the barbershop every 3 weeks. We would go to barbershop, to the military barbershop. If you didn't cut your shit yourself with the clippers and shit. And you go up in there. I used to like try to edge motherfuckers up. I was like lining niggas up type shit. In the bathroom type shit. You know, but sometimes I will go to the get my shit cut at the NEX. You come out there look like that nigga from I forgot his name. Hell, Ray Ray. Hey Ray, what's up, Ray Ray? I want to be Deuce, Ray Ray. You sound like that. You look like that little nigga with a fucked up ass haircut and shit. I'm thinking they fade the shit out all the way. Crackers come out look with fucked up mullets and shit. That shit used to look crazy. They be coming out with fucked up haircuts. They used to cut niggas shit any type of way. And they had black barbers too. Fuck your shit up, Zeke your shit all the way up. And they only gave you two basic haircuts. You get a line up. You had to keep it neat. And we're gonna take a little bit off the top, and we're gonna get you like a tape. You only can get a taper, like a taper type, yeah, or a fade. It couldn't be too high. They was on that shit. Give you a fucked up ass lineup and shit. This shit all pushed back, and they doing that shit. They kept it in under 5 minutes too. Just get the fuck out. Next. They was on that type shit. South Central, one of my favorite. The girls in boot camp called us Baldy. Yeah. I heard now boot camp is co-ed, like girls and men and boys, men and women could be in the same barracks together. Back then, the bitches was on the other side of the base, bro. We would only see them at chow. And they used to be trying to holler at them. We would be trying to holler at them and shit. Sneak off and meet up with them bitches and shit. I never got to that point and shit. But I heard some niggas did meet up and sneak up with bitches. They somehow was able to get communication with bitches. Yeah. I went 2019, 2020, right when COVID popped off. I remember Kobe died when I was in there. Oh, so you went to Great Lakes, Illinois, Waukegan? You probably went to Waukegan, man. I was there in 98, nigga. Nigga, 98 was real. We're in 98. I'm smoking some weed for the first time in 10 days and shit. Red. Yo, man. Yo, my G. Let me know if you got anybody got a request. My G, base DMM, man. If you got a request, let me know, brother. I like to stay in the 90s and 2000s, but whatever you want to hear. So, yeah, boot camp was hell, man. And you know, I always wondered what my life would be, bro, if I stayed in the military, bro. Because I was about to get shipped out. I got my orders and everything. And the next day, that shit happened. I tried to escape and shit. Because I'm thinking they're gonna put me back in training again. And they really tried it. They tried it. And I was like, fuck that, I'm out of here, man. But I just think of what would have happened if that cracker never came down, when I was on watch duty, or if I was never on watch duty. And the next day I would have just shipped out to Florida. And I picked up a fucked up trade, man. Because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing and shit. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just wanted to get out the hood. So I picked, what's the trade? Siemens Recruit? And later on, somebody told me, yo, man, they're going to have you painting the boat and taking paint chips off the boat. You're going to be doing manual labor. I'm like, damn. And I think I signed up for like 4 years. Yo, you're going to do manual labor and shit. But then somebody told me you can change it. You can change what you're going to school for. You can switch it up. When you get in there, you can switch it up. Base DM says, my dad went in 96 to the same camp. Damn, nigga, your dad? Me and your father about the same age, nigga. God damn. Yeah, it was real. He went before me. I went 98. Shit. That shit was hell. I'm gonna tell y'all niggas, that shit was hell. I remember them niggas kicked me out. I came on a plane with a stipend. You know, I don't know if they still give you stipends. Like when you get ready to ship out, you go to ship out at the airport, you get the ticket, you ship out, and they give you a stipend to get food, and they put you on a plane. Then they meet you when you get off the plane and with the bus. Get on the fucking bus. You in the goddamn military now, nigga. Throw that. The food you done bought. I had bought me some damn lasagna. Them niggas gave me about $40. They gave everybody about $40, $50, about $40, $50 worth of food at the airport. I bought me some good ass lasagna. I had my plow saving something for later. I'm thinking I'm in a resort. Them niggas came on the bus. Get the fuck up right now. You in the motherfucking military, motherfucker. What you think this is? get the fuck up. They was going down the aisle, get the fuck up. And they had to check, throw that shit in the fucking garbage. I'm like, God damn. Yeah, you get a reality check when you get there. Get the fuck off the bus. Some niggas, I remember some niggas brought mad clothes with them like they going on a vacation. My recruiter told me, yo, you ain't got to bring don't bring no fucking, don't bring no clothes, nigga. We got everything you need. Yeah. All you got to do is come with what you got on. And that's just what I did. I might have had a plastic bag with me that's why I had my food in it. I had a sweater. I remember I was wearing an Old Navy sweater and Old Navy pants and some Timbs. I think I had some Timbs and some Nikes, some Bo Jacksons or some shit. And that's just what the fuck I left with when they kicked me. This is like, yeah, I didn't get my sneakers. No, I didn't get my sneakers back. I left with the fuck they had. Gave me some bullshit ass New Balance. And I got my pants back. And I got my Old Navy sweater, and then they gave me that bullshit ass tight ass trench coat. That's what they sent me on a goddamn Greyhound bus from Chicago back to New York. I remember that. And they let me keep that old bullshit, that old tight ass that bullshit, the tight ass Inspector Gadget coat. That Inspector Gadget coat, like I'm a goddamn some kind of London fog bullshit ass thin ass fucking Inspector Gadget coat. Like I'm out here about to go out here and solve crimes or some shit. Like I go work for motherfucking Scotland Yard and shit. They sent my black ass back with that. I had that on. Oh, they gave me my clothes I had. They gave it back to me, and they gave it back to me in a bag. And I left with what I had on. I had a goddamn the Army, the Navy sweatsuit with the New Balance and that Inspector Gadget coat. And they gave me my bag. They gave me a bag, a plastic bag of the clothes I came in with. And I think I still have my shoes, what I came in with. My Bo Jacksons in the bag, my shit, and it was tagged with my name on it and all that shit. And they kicked me out. Gave me on a Greyhound, I came on a nice jet. They kicked my ass out of a goddamn Greyhound with motherfucking Inspector Gadget. Yeah, niggas kicked me out of the fucking. I had a fucking Inspector Gadget with a tight ass Inspector Gadget jacket. I remember I got to Times Square when I got to Port Authority in New York, 42nd Street, with a bus off the Greyhound. I was like, oh man, that shit was like all the way from Chicago. That shit took like, it wasn't that bad. That shit was like 12 hours or something like that. It was cold as fuck that day. And I had that thin ass Inspector. I'm coming from Chicago. I'm coming through the Midwest. It was winter. I got kicked the fuck. I got released in November. It was cold. It was bleeding. It was almost Thanksgiving. It was like 2 weeks away from Thanksgiving. I got kicked the fuck out. I got released. I got released from the white man's military boot camp indoctrination center. I got out of there. I'm gonna tell you, I was changed forever since this. I ain't lying, man. That shit was a motherfucker, boy. That's it, real. I think this is why I went to boot camp. What that shit is like. It's like you did a bid. If you in there 2 months, 3 months, now I think it's only 2 months. But back then, I think it was 3 months, and I ended up staying like 4 months because I kept getting put back in training. Kept getting in trouble, so I kept getting put back. More time added to my shit. I was supposed to be like 2.5 months. I think the boot camp lasted back then. I ended up there 3.5, 4 months, an extra month. 3.5, 4 months. And I got released on a cold brick day. Kicked my ass out. And the next day I was in New York on a guy that I had to cut through Ohio. And oh yeah, and I left with my debit card. I had money on my card. I had about 2 G's. Something like, yeah, I had about 225. Because even when I was getting put in different units, getting set back, they still was paying me. I'm with this one nigga, this black dude who was doing that shit on purpose. He would say he don't want to train no more. Then go get kicked out and then be there a month and then write a letter and change his mind, go back into training, get some more money. He did that he said he was doing that to make money. He said, I'm gonna do this for about 6 more months and I'm going back to Ohio. Some nigga from Ohio. And he was ready to fuck them crackers up too. I remember him and some cracker got into it. They was about to get in a scuffle. He raised up on some cracker. He about to punch this cracker out. I had his back too. He was cool and shit. I think that nigga could draw. That nigga was an artist. He was smart, man. He was like, yo, I'm doing this shit. He said, I done got kicked out twice. And, I'm going to be here another month and I'm going to go back. I'm gonna go back for like 3 months. I'm gonna go back for another 3 months, get kicked out. I'm milking this shit. He's like, I'm gonna milk this shit so I get like 5,000. He said some shit. He's like, yo, he was milking it, bro. They had one nigga that was in there for a year that he couldn't, because sometimes, like, if you can't, what they would do is they will hold you back, They would, if you, like the swimming test, for example, if you can pass the swimming test or some kind of test, they would kick you out. They would put you back in training. And you end up, this one nigga was ending up there for a year. They kept putting him back. He's there for a year. He couldn't pass. Every time he gets to the end, he couldn't pass. They put him back in training. I'm like, damn, my nigga, you been here a fucking year? This is kidnapping at this point. You don't want out of here. They kidnapped you, nigga. What the fuck? I'm getting the fuck. I told nigga I'm getting the fuck out of here. What are you, nigga? What the fuck? What the hell? How you still in it? How you ain't passed this shit yet? But I knew this black dude, he was smart. He would write them and say, yo, I want to go back into training. And they would put him back. And he'd do the same shit, get kicked out again after 2 months, go back. He was milking it. He was milking. He was older too. He was the limit too. That nigga was the limit that you could. He was about 32. He's doing it for a hustle. He was doing it for a hustle. Oh, and I also met a few homeless niggas that was homeless. They was like, yo, I was homeless. And I was like, fuck that. I want to get off the streets. And the niggas joined the military. A lot of older dudes that was just at that limit. Because I think the limit was like 32 back then or something. You couldn't be older than 30. There was niggas that was 32 that joined, just got that at that cutoff. And they was like, yo, I'm homeless. I was home. I joined the military. I didn't want to be homeless. That shit was crazy, bro. But a lot of times, man, I wonder, bro, how my life would have ended up, man. How my life would have ended up if I would have went through with it. I was shipped to Florida. Man. I probably would have ended up, man, I would have ended up going to Florida. I would have been stationed in Florida. I probably would have been stationed in Florida a year or something. And I would have been in Florida. I probably would have met a bitch. I probably would have had a kid. Who knows how my life would have been? And it's happening in the alternate universe. It happened in the alternate universe. It is happening in the alternate universe. Think about it, man. You got different steps, different avenues you can take in your life's journey. And the shit is replaying right now in the alternate universe, I believe, in the parallel universe. What if is true in a parallel universe? You know what I'm saying? In a parallel universe, that idea you thought to do, you did. And you living it right now in the parallel universe. I'm dead and gone. Yeah. Yeah. Bring it back. Bring it back. Tupac, Pain. We 1 hour 42 minutes in. Black Pill Radio. Yeah, man. That shit was brutal, man. But like I said, I like thinking how my life would have. I probably would have retired by now. I would have retired at 38 years old. I went in at 18. If I would have stayed 20 years, I'd have been 38. I would have been getting a pension right now. At least 4 G's a month. I heard retired military, you get like 4 G's a month. But is that really a lot? 4 G's a month as retirement? I could have been collecting at least 4 or 5 G's a month by now. Just going to, and I mean that ain't really a lot, but it would have, I could do nothing right now. I could just walk to the fucking mailbox. 4 or 5 G's a month that's at least enough to hold your apartment down, and you can do that and have a little side job, or you don't have to. If you don't have no family and you just went through the military, you getting your money, you good. I could have been retired right now, 38, getting a pension right now. Sometimes I think of the past, the avenues I took. I had an opportunity, man. That was an opportunity right there. I could have traveled the world back then. I probably would have went to Thailand in the 90s, in 98, nigga. I probably would have had a couple kids spread out somewhere. That's crazy, bro. Could have retired by 38 years old, 2018. I could have retired by 2018, man. Oh, word. I went in at 18, and in 20 years, I would have had, I probably could have got top pay in the top rank. Well, not top rank, but I would have had a good rank enough where, damn, I could have probably made $4,500 a month, man. At least as a retirement. There's niggas out there that make more than that, though. My uncle, he was in there for 20 years. He went to Vietnam and all that. He been living lovely ever since I was, forever, ever since I known him. He got out the military before I was born, though, so. You know, he in his 90s now. He's in his 80s. And he living good still. He got a house. He got a couple cars, wife, you know. He been living off the military money for years. He been getting his pension every month. I think he get good money. He passed 62, so he's set. He's set. He's set. My cousin did that too. She did that too. She went in 96. And I think she got out in 2016. Before that, actually. No, about 2016, 2015. Yeah, she went in about 95, 96. No, and 20 years is 96, 20 years is 2006. Blasting Hennessy. Yeah. Oh, we got Trying to Cope. Trying to Cope is in the house. Cope Reality. Yeah, man. Just imagine, man. Cope. Just imagine Cope. 30,000 US is like a million baht. Almost a million baht, man. You'll be a millionaire there. I think about opening up a bar lounge there. Fuck it. Why I can't have hoes working for me? Have some hoes up in there like the rest of these things got hoes. I'll be the man. You'll be the man. You'll be the man. You go out there, you be the fucking man as a black American or American, period. Go up there, open a bar, nigga, and sit back. Open two, one in Bangkok and one in Pattaya. Nigga. One in Pattaya and one in fucking Phuket or some shit. Living the ill life. You know what I'm saying? With a bar, 2 bars. Yeah, man. I wonder what my life would be like, Yeah. But Black Pill Radio, man. Yo, Cope, man, you got a request? But yeah, the military was crazy, man. That shit was racist as fuck, bro. That shit was racist as hell, man. And then, I got kicked out of there. Then I'm back in the streets of New York, man, trying to figure it out. And then that's when I got into security guard work. Well, a little later after that, man. I was working at McDonald's. I started working at Marshall's department store. And I remember when I got back to New York that first day, I popped up at 42nd Street. And I went to this HMV record store. Y'all niggas will probably don't even remember that. Y'all niggas probably wasn't even born when that shit was out. It was a record store where you could buy CDs. I don't know if you guys even know what a CD is. Some of y'all niggas so young, y'all, CD, what the fuck is that? Well, a CD is a circular thing you can put in the machine to play music. A circular disc. And I remember right before I went to boot camp, the Firm album came out. Nas, AZ, Nature, all that shit. So me and a couple niggas from the hood that I grew up with, we hung out with them. We tried to go up in there and steal that shit. I ended up getting caught. And they banned me from, they put my picture up and they said, they took my picture. Back then, if you got caught still, they take your picture and put a picture of you in a Polaroid. Like, this guy's banned, he can't come up in here, right? So right before I went to boot camp, I got banned from there. 3 months later, I come out of boot camp. What did my ass do? That new DJ Clue, hold on, this came out. Matter of fact, DJ Clue, The Professional. I think DJ Clue the Professional came out. A part 2, a part with The Professional part 1. He holding the chain. When he holding the chain, right? Yo, that shit came out. It was I went in there and bought the CD. Even though I was banned, I went in there and bought the CD fresh out of boot camp, bro. With my debit card, I had some money. I bought as a first CD. I bought that at DMX or something. I bought that CD and another CD. I bought the Firm CD. Matter of fact, I bought the Firm and DJ Clue the Professional. That's what I bought. I think I bought the Firm CD and DJ Clue the Professional. I might just bought DJ that when that shit came out, bro. I remember I bought that shit and went to the hood and shit with that tight ass and space, brick as fuck. I remember it just being cold in New York. As soon as I stepped off that bus, man, the wind chill that'll cut your monkey ass. The wind chill cut my monkey ass. I remember the windshield cut my monkey ass as soon as I stepped off the train on 34th Street, 42nd Street. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I stepped and I walked the 34th, and I was like, damn, I'm back in New York, man. I was just like, it's like a nigga just get out of jail, bro. That's how the shit felt. I was incarcerated in the military boot camp for 4 months. I got out and I'm walking, I'm like, yo. I remember that. I came home, I came back to the bridge, met up with my homeboy. We went to my crib and smoked some weed. My first blunt after getting out of the white man's military boot camp. I was high as fuck, bro. I was mad high. After getting out that concentration camp, I was high as fuck, man. And then I remember I didn't get my first piece of pussy. Hold on. When did I get my first piece of pussy? I got my first piece of pussy. Damn, when did I get my first piece of pussy after that? I wasn't really escort maxing back then. I was a young man. I was like 19 at this time. So my first piece of pussy came, let me see. It came months later. My first piece of pussy came months later. It came, matter of fact, my first piece of pussy came from, I went back to my old high school. Because I was 19 at the time. I used to hang out at my old high school. I used to still go up there and hang out with niggas and shit. We used to go to their high schools. My peoples from the hood, we go to their high schools. So I remember it was this thick Cuban, black Cuban bitch from Flushing, Queens. She was like 18 and shit. I used to get at her and shit. And I ended up hooking up with her. She came to my boy crib in the hood. He let me smash her over there. I remember I smashed her, man, on the bunk bags. But that was after I had to get an A-Breaks to do that. I remember I ended up getting I worked this job, and I had got some credits, so I ended up getting an A-Breaks. So I'm thinking I had to get fly just to get that. Cause I got a job at McDonald's and I got an A-Breaks. I remember I was working at McDonald's and I was going to school. I was going to college and shit. That's what fucked up my credit the first time, man. I remember this, man. I remember I got out the boot camp. I kicked out the boot camp. I came back to New York and I still had some money on my card. I had like $2,200, $2,500 from boot camp because your money go right to your card. You know, you save it for when, you know, you're supposed to be using that money. It's on your card when you get out. And then after that, you use that to go to your school, your A school. Now you're getting paid and shit. And after boot camp, they upgrade your pay. After boot camp, you upgrade your pay according, you know, for your first rank, they upgrade your pay and shit. While you're going to A school and go wherever you station, you know. For me, I got kicked out, but I still kept the money though. I had the money. They put on I had like $2,500. And I was starving. I was eating off that shit until I got a job. I remember that. I got my first job after the summer youth shit. When I went to the military game, got kicked out, and came back to the world after high school. Already graduated high school through the fucking summertime. Worked at McDonald's, nigga, McDingles. We used to call that shit. I used to call that shit McDingles. You know, so I used to be walking through the hood with the uniform on, with my tie unbuttoned, smoking blunts and shit, fresh off work, coming from the train. Niggas be like, yo, son, what up? You at McDonald's? I used to work at McDonald's at Elmhurst Hospital. I wonder if they still have a McDonald's there. And then I threatened to throw. I was there about 6 months, 7 months, man. And some racist ass white boss, this cracker bitch, some Irish bitch. One day I couldn't take it. This bitch was on some racist, she used to say slick shit. I remember I told that bitch, listen, I throw this hot grease in your face, bitch. I remember I was a cook. I was in there flipping the burgers, and had the fries. I would do the fries. I worked at McDonald's. None of y'all niggas ever work fast food? I work fast food. I'm ran right now. We having a good stream, man. It's an hour 54 minutes, man. It's Black Pill Radio. Anybody want to donate? They can donate, man. Donate, don't hate, man. We only got 2 people in the chat, but somebody might see this later. Somebody want to donate, you know what I'm saying? Send the big dog to $20, man, so I get some gas in the car and get me some motherfucking so I keep some motherfucking gas in the car and go get me a shrimp sandwich with Captain D's with fries or something. Give me a fish sandwich from Captain D. Y'all niggas donate $20 so I can put $10 in the tank and get $10 steak Captain D specials, fish sandwich with fries. Captain D's $10 special. Wash down with this cheap beer. But anyway, I get that tomorrow. Y'all niggas donate, don't hate, donate, if y'all like the stream. There's only 2 people in here. But hey, we gonna keep it rocking. The after plays is dope though, because I get hundreds of views. My first video, my video hits, I get a lot of views on the after plays. If you want to donate to Cash App. And this is what it is. But Black Pill Radio, yeah, man. Shit's real, man. And that's when I'm giving y'all my little background from early 2000s. Yeah, and I got kicked out of there and ended up working at McDonald's and going to school. I was going to college, LaGuardia Middle College. No, that was the high school I went to. I put out too much info. But I ended up going to LaGuardia College in Queens and shit. LaGuardia. That was actually across the street from my high school. I showed y'all niggas my old high school anyway. On like one of my channels that got terminated anyway. But yeah, man. Then I ended up working McDonald's. Some racist cracker bitch. She saw some slick shit. I told that bitch one day, I said, bitch, I'll throw this hot grease in your fucking face. I used to be on the motherfucking the fries. Sometimes I'd be on the fries at McDonald's. And you had to get the free put the grass that bitch, and you had the old grab that bitch. I throw this hot grease in her. She said, "Oh, you fired? Oh, you can't." And they kicked me out. And I got fired. And then I'm giving you a little background. Then I end up working at Marshall's department stores in the shoe department. I had mad. Thinking back, I had mad jobs, bro. Mad shit jobs. You ever had a lot of shitty jobs? You guys ever had when you were younger, a lot of shitty fucking jobs that lasted 6 months, 3 months. I never lasted years. I never had a job really for more than a year, man. Unless it's some side hustle shit like DoorDash or unless it's some shit I did myself. I created my own shit, then I did that for multiple. Whenever I created my own shit, I had that for multiple years. I did that for years. I had a lot of shitty jobs, man. I must have had over 100 jobs, like just security. I did dishwasher. Hold on, man. Let me talk about the jobs I had, bro. I had mad jobs. Ja Rule, gangster shit, DJ Cool. Oh, let that rock. He playing the whole, okay. Let that rock. This was the shit, man. This album was the shit. I had this full album. This was 98, man. This is 98. Nature was hot. I remember Nature was hot. The whole hood was lit. Queensbridge was lit. The whole Queens was lit. This is when Queens really held it. They had it. In 1998, we had Mob T, Nas. DJ Clue's putting out the mixtape. Nature coming out. Nori, Capone Nori's popping. The Nori dropped that fucking NRE. Queens was killing it, man. Cannabis was from Queens, Long Island. The Lost Boys. New York was killing me. Biggie had just passed though, and DMX came on the scene. The Locks. Shit was hot. New York had all the hottest rappers at this time, bro. We was running the shit, man. 98. 98, we was really running this shit. Yeah, that's when Pac and Biggie it was coming off the hills of them dying. And it was lit. Queens was lit. Nas was running it. Then we had motherfuckers like on the underground, kind of like what's that nigga? My name Roy Flush and niggas like that. Queens was killing the rap game in '98, man. That was a glorious year. I was selling. It was crazy. And I ended up going to the military and getting out of that shit in '99. Oh, when I got out too in '99, the shit was just I didn't see Belly while I was in the white man's military boot camp. The movie Belly dropped. I remember that's the first movie I watched. I bought Belly. I think I bought Belly on VHS on 34th Street from some African nigga. And I came home and I bought Belly and I bought DJ this right here. And another album, I think I bought The Firm, the CD. I bought Belly. Well, my boy had Belly. He had Belly on VHS. Came to the crib and we smoked my first blunt out of boot camp. And we just watched it back. First time I watched Belly, I was like, "Oh, this shit fire!" On VHS and In Too Deep. And In Too Deep was out. The movie In Too Deep. He had In Too Deep too. I was like, "Yo, New York was running shit, man." New York was running shit like 98, 99. New York was just running shit on the music level and artistic level, man. Movies, it was just running shit like in that time, man. South was coming up though, but it was just really a real mecca of shit. I remember just getting out of the boot camp shit and going to the record store like, oh man, that made me want to rap. I started rapping a little bit back then. I used to rap, rap back then. I was in a little group and shit. I never made a song with them niggas though. We used to freestyle. We never made it to the studio. Yeah, man, Chronicles of an Old Nigga, man. Black Pill Radio, man. Black and Dawn Juan, man. We are here. That's DJ Clue, the professional. This is the shit. Jay-Z and Ja Rule. Jay-Z was hot back then. All that shit was fire. Ja Rule just came out. And then 50 came out. 50 was coming out too back then. That shit was brewing back then. In 99. And the clubs, I used to go to the clubs back then too. I started really hanging out in Manhattan and all that, man. Fucking bitches off the chat line. Yeah. Man, those some glorious days, man. 1988, 99. 99 though. When I came out of boot camp, that's when I started getting fly, really getting jiggy with it, man. I had the North Face, I had the bubble North, I had the smoke bubble North Face back then. And I had the blue, I had the smoke gray North Face, and I had the purple blue, the purple bluish, sky bluish. It was like a sky blue snorkel. Grayish snorkel. I had a grayish snorkel, sky blue, grayish snorkel, and I had the beige one, a beige snorkel, North Face. I was getting credit cards. I remember I was getting credit cards, man. That's how I fucked up my credit to beginning with, man. When I was going to college, used to have dudes like in the front of the college with tables working for credit cards, trying to sell you credit cards, sign you up. And if you ain't never had no credit, you can get credit easy, man. That's the easiest time to get credit when you ain't never had none. You get some credit, you never had credit. I was qualifying for all of them shit. I signed up for like 5 cards. I qualified for all, like 4 or 5. I got like 5 credit cards, man. Ranging from 4,000 to 2,000, like 4,500. I had like 3, 4 credit cards. 4. I remember I got them in the mail. I was like, oh shit. I ain't used to no money like that. I started balling, nigga. And I was working. And I was working at McDonald's at the same time. And going to school. And fucking bitches all up in New York City. I was getting jiggy, man. I was jiggy, man. I had the North Face. I had the Avery. I went and got me an Avery. I had the ill Avirex, man. I had the dragon joint, the black Avrex with the gold dragon, the golden dragon writings, and it had a gold dragon and shit. They still got that shit. I looked it up on eBay. They still got that. I gave that to my bum ass cousin. Like I gave that to that nigga in like 2005. It was kind of played out 2005, 2006 for like $40. Yeah, nigga, it was like $40. And that nigga still ain't paid me, that bitch ass nigga, man. Yeah, man. It was 2004. You know, that nigga rock an old Avrex and shit. That shit was washed by that time. Actually, it was like 06. And I should have kept that shit. Avrex and shit. You know what I mean? I was real fly, jiggy, man. Had all that polo shit. All that Nautica shit. Hell yeah. They used to hit Filene's basement for the discount shit, but it was fly. That Chat's polo. We used to get the Chat's polo. Filene's basement. Downtown Manhattan. They used to have shit like that back in the day. Man, it was good times, man. S&D's studio, underground. Get all the fly polo, Nautica guests, all that shit back then, man. Back in those days. S&D underground. I remember this bitch, some strict bitch, some Spanish, Hispanic, Latina bitch. Some bitch that was working. I had my credit card. I wanted to cop the leather. She wouldn't let me cop my leather. No, one of my North Faces. I was like, yo, she didn't believe the card was mine. I don't believe the card is yours. I was fly because I was on some fly. They thought I was a scammer. I was so fly. I was fly back then. They thought I was a scammer. People thought I was a scamming back then. Because I had the North Face, I had the Avrex on, and I walked in. I tried to buy North Face, and I had my credit card. We don't believe it's you. Because it went through the thing and it got declined. So I ended up going to another store down the block. I think I went to Jimmy Jazz. I bought it. Both of those shit went through. Went back over there with shit with the bag in my hand. Flossed on that bitch. Yeah, bitch. What? Damn, bro. I had gold fronts and all that. That was back in the day. I was in my prime. 1999, man. Wow, boy. I'm fucking bitches. I was getting pussy too. Damn. Now I'm just paying bills. I'm just surviving and paying bills now, man. Wow, man. This was the soundtrack to our lives. This shit right here. Traveling from fucking borough to borough. Black Pill Radio, man. But it's getting harder to survive these days, nigga. You know, it's hard to survive these days, boy. Ain't no jobs really out here, niggas. The gas is high as fuck. Down here, gas is almost at $4, man, North Carolina, man. In New York, I was in New York, gas was like at $6.85. Almost $7, man. This war fucking shit up. It was already fucked up. It started really getting on a decline after they stopped giving away the stimulus, the COVID stimulus, like 2022, 23, shit started going on a decline, man. After they gave that stimulus, shit started going on a real decline. It's hard as fuck to survive now, man. Niggas complain they can't get no jobs. Gas is up. Food is up. Food is crazy. Nigga, I went to work today. I said, you know what? I got off work. I'm driving down the highway, take my black ass home, right? I'm taking my black ass home from the job. It was a half day, work 4 days. I only made $1, you know, side job. Made $1. Water Sun, what's good, my G? Gas is at $4.31. It was at $3.29 last week. God damn, where you at? You down south? Cause shit here is $3.99, bro. It had dipped down a little bit. It dipped down. Because they had a truce. Because Donald T, they tried to kill that nigga again. Donald Trump. I guess this is the part of the show where I talk about politics and shit. And what's going on now. Hold up. I remember this. This shit was fire back in there. Bleak. Man, Bleak was hot. Oh, you in Ohio? Okay. I've been to Dayton before, Dayton, Ohio. I've been to Dayton. That's the first time I seen a black dude trip out off of taking meth. I don't know what the fuck. This nigga was taking meth, so he's tripping out in the parking lot. So black nigga with a jerry curl and a cowboy hat in a parking lot somewhere in Dayton, Ohio, tripping the fuck out off some meth. I don't know what that nigga is. Some meth. He was tripping the fuck out. You know. Man, this weed is kind of. This first time this shit burning my lungs. You know? Motherfucker. Huro says, every time I go to the store, I see everyone doing Instacart. Even older people that should be retired shouldn't have to hustle. Yo, that's for real, son. I'm gonna get to that too. You know what I see doing Instacart? Most of these black people. Black people mostly be doing Instacart, man. But I'm starting to see some white motherfuckers do it now, and some Mexicans. Everybody's I do Instacart. I'm starting to see a lot of people do Instacart. And when I was doing DoorDash, I used to see women with their children in the car doing DoorDash and Instacart. I see women walk with their children doing Instacart. Right. It's serious. It's been serious. Oh, Cleveland. Oh shit. Cleveland, shit. Hell yeah. It's fucking their biggest economy was LeBron James. Ain't nothing over there. I mean, I ain't trying to diss Cleveland, but they say Cleveland broke as hell. Ain't nothing out there. That's when Bone Thugs come. Shouts out to Bone Thugs. Bone Thugs are homie. But I'm pretty sure they're getting it somewhere out there. But they say it's poverty out there in Cleveland. It's poverty in New York City. And New York City's supposed to be one of the richest places. It's poverty in New York City. It's poverty every fucking where. Yeah, I'm out here. I'll be doing Instacart on the side. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I gotta fill that gap. I gotta hustle up this bread, man. You know, I'm kind of still recovering from Thailand. I'm recovering from that a little bit, man. Get my money back. I'm about to get a job. I'm looking for some security, some nice shit. Fuck it, the hell with it. I can do my other shit in the day. I can do the Instacart in the day, and I still got other hustles I do digitally. You know what I'm saying? So. Man, it's so bad out here though. I'm to the point it's getting hard. Man, ain't no money in the Instacart shit though. Ain't no money in the fucking Instacart. I was out there the other day. You know how much money I made? One day I was out there last week. Nigga, I was out there for at least 7 hours. Nigga, I made $39. And then if I would have transferred the shit to the card to take the money out the machine, that's $1.50. So you can really say I made $38. I was out there 7 hours, sitting there like, yo, where's the batches at? It's no batches coming in. Yo, this shit is saturated. Ain't nobody got no money, and people who done lost their job, they running to this shit. And you know, really, Instacart is a place you go when you got deactivated from everything else. like when you Instacart is the place to go when you done got they done kicked your monkey ass up off of DoorDash and kicked your monkey ass up off of Uber Eats. You go to that's when you go to Instacart. That's the flunkies that got kicked out of DoorDash. That's like niggas get kicked out of high schools. You go to that. You go to with a retarded nigga. You go to high school where the specialized shit now. Nigga. You go with everybody's fucking a derelict now. And they on some bullshit with you. And it's like, you know, you got so I remember I met this dude in the store. He was doing Instacart. Some dude from out here. He said, yo, man, I be making $300-$400 a day. I'm like, this guy's capping, bro. He was telling me, he said, the way you got to do it, you got to get up when the store is up. You got to get up at 7:30 in the morning. He said, I get up at I go out there when the store is open. He said, I make like I make like $300 a day. I said, nigga, you got to be capping, nigga. I said, how long you stay out there? He said, I stay out there about 10 o'clock. I'm like, well, goddamn. I mean, maybe it's possible. I don't know. If you out there to 10, that's how many hours is that? 7:30 a.m. to 10 o'clock at night? Nigga, that's like 15 hours. Some shit. Nigga, that's like driving from here to New York. What the fuck? Yeah, just to get 300? Damn. It's that bad. You running your car into the ground.
My shit got check engine light now. I'm holding on to it. And I still owe payments on this bullshit. I owe payments on this car, and it's a 10-year-old fucking car. What the fuck? But I can't give up. I got to keep grinding, man. That's what I'm saying. It's just time to add some more income. You just got to add some more income. I thought it's so bad. It's bad. Look, bro. It's bad. I'm seeing shit is bad out here. Food is going up. Yeah, I get off my job. I ain't tell y'all niggas. I get off the fucking side hustle I got. Moving around. I ramble around. I get off the motherfucking side hustle, nigga. I'm hungry. My stomach growling. I'm hungry, nigga. So I'm driving. I see a KFC. I said, damn, this KFC. I ain't had no KFC in a minute. Shit, why not? Nigga, I go bust a goddamn U-turn in traffic to go to KFC. I get to KFC. I tell the motherfucker at the goddamn window, hey, at the register in the goddamn window, I said, give me a goddamn number 4-piece with a biscuit. And I thought it was 2 sides. I had 2 sides. I had mac and cheese and rice and some shit. 4-piece chicken. So it said $11.29. It said $11.29. The price is supposed to be $11.29 or something. $11.30. Why the fuck this nigga rings this shit up? All types. Oh, 1408. Hey, what the fuck? What the fuck? This shit said $11.29 on the goddamn advertisement. Nigga. I'm looking at the screen right here. It said $11.29 plus tax. It said tax now plus tax. Well, goddamn, 1408, bro. That much tax? What the fuck is going on here? 4 pieces of chicken, 4 pieces of motherfucking dried up motherfucking. The chicken was all right. It was good. It was all right. But 4 pieces of genetically altered chicken, a little motherfucking, fucking. These niggas give you a little mini plate of motherfucking mac and cheese, and I'm like, where's my other motherfucking side, nigga? And oh, that's it. What the fuck you mean that? I just gave you 14 goddamn. I gave you a $20 bill, nigga. How the hell? I just got this money. I gave you a $20 fucking bill, and you only giving me back $6. What the fuck? Like, where's the rest of the money, and where's the rest of my sides? I'm missing sides and missing change. What the fuck? $14? $14.07. It might as well say $15 for 4 pieces of little bullshit ass chicken, 3 pieces of chicken, and two breasts and 2 small and a small ass wing and a small ass drumstick, a halfway toasted biscuit, and some goddamn cheesy looking fucking who knows what the hell is in this macaroni and cheese. It tastes good. It tastes good now. I'm hungry. And a goddamn drink of iced tea, a medium, and a smaller cup. I'm like, they get smaller with the cups. What the fuck? And bigger with the price. $14.07 for 4 pieces of chicken? That same 4 pieces of chicken back in '98, that should have been like $3 for a 4-piece. $3.50 for a 4-piece. Some fries, fries, mac and cheese, and a goddamn we would pay $4 max for that, bro. What the fuck is going on? Who makes this shit up? This inflation. Who says that shit's supposed to go up as time goes on? Who made that up, bro? Shit is getting more fucking. Yeah, man. You get a whole big ass piece of chicken. The chicken was bigger back then. You got more shit for less, man. What the hell is this? $14. The advertising, the shit on the screen says $11.29 plus tax. Plus the tax. This $3 in fucking tax. What the fuck is this? I looked at the guy like, what the fuck is this? As I looked at this nigga, I was like, what the fuck is this? 14, we get okay, it's 11.27. Once you get, it's like, okay, nigga, okay, it's 11.29. But once they tally it up, this $1.50 for this tax, $1.39 for this tax, 50 cents for this tax. Well, goddamn, what the fuck? 50 cents for some honey mustard. What the fuck is this bullshit in 2026? So your 11.29 goes up to 14.07 for a watered down tea, a watered down iced tea. Man, what the fuck is this bullshit, bro? Do you believe inflation? Inflation is off the fucking chain. Hold on, let me turn this heat up. Turn it down. This shit is crazy, bro. It's getting harder to survive. They're making it harder to survive, man. They're just making it fucking harder and harder to survive out there, right? But you gotta keep grinding. You gotta get another job. Then you gotta get another job. That's the solution. You have to get you up another job. You might have to work 2 jobs, man. You might have to go from 8 hours this job to you might have to work 2 security jobs. Man. It's fucked up out here. If you can get you a security job, some niggas can't swallow their pride after they done had after some niggas can't swallow their pride after they got fired, got let go from their $100,000 jobs, and go ahead and say, you know what? To get back on my feet, I'm just gonna hustle 2 security jobs real quick. At the same time, I work in 2 security jobs. You know, or working truck, you got to work trucking and you got to sling dope on the side. You got to sling dope on the side out here. You gotta have a security job, do Instacart on the side, and sling weed while you're doing both. You're slinging weed on both of the jobs. You have no choice. If you want to survive, you got 3 sources of income. You're doing security, you're doing Instacart, and you're slinging weed. You got about 10 good customers. You got 10 good customers that come and buy from you, man. You know. You got 10 good customers that come buy all from you. How much is an ounce these days? Well, how you go to the fucking you can go to the motherfucking Arab smoke shop and get that for less now. That's not even a good hustle no more. At least you could sell weed on the side back then. I wasn't good at that either. I tried it. I did sell weed for a minute. It was cool. But I had a job at the same time back then. So it was just extra. I was working at McDonald's and selling weed. I mean, I used to sell that shit to niggas in the hood. I used to sell to niggas on the job. Basically my friends. My family, I used to sell weed and shit on the side while I worked at McDonald's and shit. Yeah, man. So these days, niggas got to go back to that 4-5 hustle, man. You know what I mean? Black Pill Radio, man. It's just getting, yeah, man. 2 pieces of chicken, 4 pieces of chicken is $14, bro, with a fucking dry ass biscuit and some mac and cheese. It's like, come on. This shit is insane. Shit is going up, man. As long as the gas goes up, the food gonna go up because all that shit is linked and shit. You know what I mean? Oh shit, 2222. Shit. Just saw that number. Black Pill Radio, man. We 2 hours and 22 minutes in, man. We got 3 people listening, man. But it's getting hard to live, man. You know? You gotta keep your head on the swivel out here in these streets. Try not to be in crowds and shit. Watch your surroundings. Watch who's watching you. Yeah. I'm glad I have a small audience in a way because, the bigger the audience, the more it leaves you susceptible to I would like a nice audience, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers that could we could all get money, I could get money and shit. That would like to donate. I would like to have I would like to have an audience and shit. I ain't gonna front. A large audience that would pay for products and shit. Black Pill Radio, man. We here, man. But yeah, moving to Thailand, man, that would be a good move. That would be a dope move, man. Like I said, $30,000 is a fucking $1 million there, bro. Open up a nice little lounge and shit, have some money coming in. Shit, open some shit up there, man. Have at least 300 a night coming through. 300 a night, 400 a night. I pay the workers like half or whatever. That'd be enough to hold you down and you ain't getting rich from that. Have like 500 a night coming through. And we split. I take 250 And the other 250 is really for the workers or whatever the fuck. It's not a lot, but for $250 US a day in Thailand, are you straight? And all I gotta do is just watch over the bar, go to the bar, and, be at the bar, have some workers and shit. I get a little bar, have a little bar and lounge out there in Pattaya, man. Think about 30,000. It's like $1 million baht, bro. You go out there and get a sports club or something. Have some hoes, why you can't have hoes come to your club and be at your club like they down there. Pay the bar, bitch. If you want to be in my club and getting niggas, you want to set up in my club to trap niggas, bitch, you got to pay me monthly. I bet you all them bitches that sit up in them bars and Soy 6 and Soy Cowboy, the bar girls, they pay somebody to sit up in there. They pay the bar owner to sit up there to get niggas and shit. Unless they work for the bar, they bring motherfuckers in to buy drinks. So I guess they do that. And they gotta pay them niggas when a nigga want to take them home. What about starting a laundromat in Thailand? Yeah, that'd be good. Own a chain of laundromats, that's good. If you can own some chain of laundromats, that'd be good. I mean, that'd be good if you had a couple of them, man. That's nonstop money and shit. I want to do that here too. Laundromats, getting the car washes. That's what I want to do. Actually, I want to do that here. Get a laundromat. You get a laundromat, that's nonstop money, man. It might not make you a millionaire at first, but that shit would that's money. Somebody will try to come and buy it out from me. Yeah, laundromat is money, man. That's nonstop money, bro. I thought about laundromats, car washes, and storage units. That's what I want to do. So I can hit a big lick. I go out there and get that word laundromat. But you want some nice flowing bread, American bread. That's why I want the American money. I know if I put some kind of sports bar in Pattaya and social media, get it popular, it's popping. Expats, all the expats, they running, niggas is running to Thailand. Thailand is the biggest, most toured place in the world right now. I think it's the #1 tourist destination, Thailand, man. So expats is coming in from US, they coming in from motherfucking UK. Yeah, you get dry cleaning, but expats and all them niggas is coming through from motherfucking US, UK, Australia, and all that shit. They bringing that first world Skrilla. They bringing the first world Skrilla, or whoever coming who can afford it. And that right there, I could just, at least, if I could pull $250 a day, I'm good with that from one store. From one, if I get like $250 a day, start small from one of my sports bars, I'm good. $250 US a day. I pay some work, I pay some bitches, and that's gonna draw the bitches. So I'm gonna be the man. That's gonna draw the bitches. I should call the place Blackers. I might call it Blackers. Blackers Sporting. What's it? Blackers Bar Lounge. Blackers Bar Lounge. Blackers Bar Lounge, man. Blackers Bar Lounge, man. You know what I'm saying? Blackers Bar and Lounge, man. Starting a business that serves people from China will probably make a lot of money in Thailand too. True that. The Chinese is out there heavy though. They out there. They serving, sending each other and shit. They got that shit on smash. I put a little sports bar out there in Pattaya. I know there's a lot of competition. You put one out there, man, the bitch is gonna be there. I want to have some bitches doing massages there. I'm gonna have some massage bitches that do massages up in there. I don't want to get caught up in no illegal shit. It gotta be legal. I serve chicken wings, lemon pepper. What my menu will be? Oh, I will have Black Pill Kitchen. I will have a Black Pill Kitchen. I will have a Black Pill menu. Oh, I put all that shit. I be cooking soup and sandwiches. Yo, I have soup and sandwiches. Yep, soup and sandwiches. Spaghetti, hood spaghetti gonna be in there. Yeah, you get soup and sandwiches, spaghetti. Now I don't know if I want to make all that shit. Cause that's a whole bunch of different items. It's not no big. It's a little bar and lounge thing. All we got, little bar lounge. We got burgers, we got hot dogs, and we got steak and cheese sandwiches. Nigga, that's all you can get up in there. And wings, That's it. That's all you can get up in. And get wings with French fry. That's it. Don't ask for nothing else. That's on the menu. Does your black ass, or does your monkey ass, or does your whoever, does your crack ass? You crackers from England or you crackers from New York, y'all crack ass, your crack ass better not ask for nothing else. And all you black niggas, your black ass might not ask for nothing else. This is what we got on the menu, nigga. Steak and cheese, New York steak and cheese. We got wings with French fries. What else is on the menu? Hamburger, cheeseburger, and a French fries. Cheeseburger, French fries. And that's all we got. That's maybe a pizza. You can get a heated pizza. That's what we got at a pizza. And your choice of drink for Black Pill Kitchen. What should I call the spot, guys? What should I call the club? I might get y'all thinking about getting a club, bro. Let me get up this bread, man. Get in the club and pot. That might not be a bad idea. But that shit probably gonna bring a lot of bullshit. It could bring a lot of bullshit with the wrong crowd. Have a little bar lounge out there in Pattaya, man. I got steak and cheese. This is on the menu for y'all niggas, the food. Steak and cheese, French fries, New York steak and cheese, hot dog, chili dog. You can get a chili dog. You can get a motherfucking cheeseburger. And that's all that's on the menu, nigga. That's it. Or pizza, frozen pizza. We heat up a pizza. And that's on the menu. You'll be served with lemonade, sweet tea. Lemonade, sweet tea. You get lemonade, sweet tea, water, motherfucker. Water or motherfucking Sprite. We have a choice of Sprite. We have a few of those. You get Sprite, Coca-Cola. And we're going to have some beer. We're going to have some alcohol. I'm going to have some Chang beer, the local beer, some Leo beer, Heineken. We get a little Budweiser. Y'all niggas, come on now. Y'all niggas got to pay. I'm going to have some liquor. Get a liquor line, have some liquor. It's only going for a few selections. Y'all niggas got to buy bottles. Damn, you can flip bottles in there, all that. Niggas get table. Word. That's how niggas begin. Owning a club is the money. That's where the money's at. Owning a club. It's a lot of bullshit with the club, but there is money in it, though. Like all them clubs you see here, the hood clubs and shit, it's a lot of bullshit. Niggas get killed, niggas get stat, a lot of shit, you know? Hold on. Ward Son 10 says, call it the Black Diamond Lounge. That's how I like that, Black Diamond Lounge. I like that, Black Diamond Lounge. I was going to call it Blacker's Bar Lounge. Blacker's Place. Bar Lounge. Yeah, Bar Lounge, food and restaurant. Bar Lounge, restaurant. Blackers. Yeah, let you know. So-called black man from America on this. This is Blackers, nigga. Get it fired up on, put it on the social media. Have a few niggas come from the States. This gonna be this is the spot, Blackers. This is the spot. We have Blackers. It came to X-Pax. Blackers. Y'all was at Blackers last night. I'll even fly, nigga. Sometimes I'll have special guests. If the money's right, the money flowing right, I have special guests. I'll pay J. Rue the Damages to come perform for $500. I'll fly J. Rue the Damages. I give J. Rue the Damage of $500. He'll take it. If he get that, I thought he was the nigga. I said, nigga, look, if you can get here, you can crash at my crib. I'll give you $500 to perform. You gotta fly your ass back wherever you came from. I got $500 for you, but that might not be worth it. The flight might be $500. I give a nigga J who the damage of $500 to perform. That nigga taking shit. $500 to perform. Nigga. But Black Diamond Lounge, I like that. I like that. Damn, why did I buy this weed, man? That shit makes me feel, I don't know. I haven't been smoking weed for like a few days and shit. Feels like I gave up on myself. I gave in and shit. Pause. Oh, fabulous. I remember this. Black Pill Radio. Jerry Damage, he'll probably come to Thailand for $1,000. Yeah, you got to get his ass there. If he can get there, but by the time he'll pay $1,000 to get there. Jerry Damage will take $1,000. I know he'll take $1,000 for a show. That nigga will definitely take $1,000 for a show. We have to probably give him at least $3,000 if he got to get here himself. If you pay for all that, if you say $3,000, you pay $1,000, and I pay for your I thought I'd be the promoter too, because you can make money as a promoter, man. That's a long shot though, because you can lose money as a party promoter. Because being a promoter, people do the promoter hustle. Because basically what they do, get an artist, they pay the artist, and you promote, You basically charge niggas $35, $40 again, and hope you're gonna make your money. You can make money in that hustle, but you can lose though. You can lose. You lose. Black Pill Radio. Yeah, the Black Pill Kitchen. That's on the menu, man. It's the blackest place. Blackest place bar lounge. That's coming to Thailand soon. Damn, what the fuck? Blackest place coming to Thailand. Bar lounge. Think about it, bro. I probably could open some shit like that for like 5 G's down there. A hole in the wall. I think I get a hole in the wall for 5,000, less than 5,000. Something decent though. Get a hole in the wall in Pattaya, nigga, and break in the bread. Have bitches all up in there. Have Asian bitches. That's to be the spot. Pumping on social media. Give it some life, some legs on social media. Have influencers come to do videos. Like, they're like, oh, Blackers, this is Blackers. You gotta come to Blackers. You ever been to Blackers? Bitches be like, oh, I'm going to Blackers tonight. Hell, look at Tariq Nasheed. He had to turn that goddamn. He turned that shit into a bar lounge. the Negro Spirit was a Negro museum. What was the hell? The National Negro Museum. That nigga turned that shit to a bar lounge. He got shows, niggas performing. That was smart though. He's smart dude. He's slick, boy. Tariq, man, he's smart. He's like, I have it on, I can say this shit is a goddamn lounge. I can write this shit off. He probably don't pay the taxes, 401c3. If it's a museum, he like a 401c3. He probably got to pay for your museum. He probably don't have to pay taxes for it. But he flipped it and made it to a club now, the museum. The Black Heritage Museum. That's good though. That's smart. I guess good. Why not? Why not do that? I'm not hating. Why not? Hell, I do some shit like that. I mean, turn it into a museum. Boom. People could come here, or we can have events here. You have events at museums, man. Look at the Peterson Museum where, unfortunately, Biggie Smalls got killed. That was a car museum, the Peterson Museum. I think it was a museum for whatever. They did parties and all that. That's smart and shit. He turned it into a spot where he do shows. He got people coming in and out, man, having it popping and shit.
His children
Get a hookah. I get a motherfucker hookah up in there, man. Pattaya, Bacchus place. I put a hookah up in there. Them bitches love to put a hookah up in there from hoes. Them hoes love that hookah shit. You know what I mean? Them hoes like that hookah shit, man. Well, I have some Hennessy. I have some motherfuckers. This is all we got now. We got Hennessy. We got what's that? Casamigos. What's all that new? We gonna have a couple bottles. We gonna have bottles. I'm flipping bottles. You can flip bottles. I can literally get bottles imported from America or something for like that price. I can get bottles probably for like. Well, you still have to make it cheaper. You can flip bottles in there. Bottle service. Some niggas is paying extra for that, bro. Fuck it. If it's 200 bottle service in America, I'm charging niggas 100. I'm charging niggas 95. I'm charging $50, $60 bottle service. No, I'm not killing it. We got bottle service, $50. $50 bottles. You get a section for $100, which is 1,000. I don't know, 1,000 baht, some shit like that. 3,100 baht. For $100. You know, Black Pearl Radio, it's just a thought, man. Just a thought, man. Just a glimpse into the mind, man. Yeah. Black Pearl Radio, man. The professional. Jay with the damage just take $1,000. Yeah, man, if you're a little club, man, a little fallback plan, so you can pay it every day. It's cash business too, man. So, it could be a good, no club. Tariq Smart, that's what he did. Tariq Nasheed, he made that shit into a club. Constant money coming in. That's smart. He turned the museum into a bar lounge. Nigga, got some wings. Yeah, man, people like wings. Niggas love wings, but people like crackers like wings too. Asians like wings. We serving wings and French fries. New York steak and cheese sandwich. This is on the menu. This is the fucking menu. New York steak and cheese sandwich, wings and French fries, cheeseburger and French fries, or hot dog and French fries. That's what you getting there. This is sports lounge, nigga. We eat fries and wings, and we got shit like that, nigga. Ain't no seafood boil, none of that bullshit over there. We ain't got time for that. You will get a steak and cheese though. We'll fix steak and cheese, nigga. Sports lounge, man. We're gonna have the big jumbo screen for sports. We got all the Wi-Fi hooked up, have all that hooked up. The music, got a little DJ booth. I'm thinking about it now. I get a little DJ booth and shit. Might pay a little local DJ here and there, you know. That old school 90s shit, man. We got a 90s party. That shit'll be lit, son. And then I will get mad pussy for free because bitches. Because look, you know what I did? You know why bitches will give me pussy for free? Because I made myself like popular with having clubs out there. So the bitches will know I'm the owner. I'm throwing the parties and shit. And now I will fuck a certain amount of bitches for free like that. Some bitches they like party. Ever know some party promoter bitch niggas be having mad bitches? Like the party promoter niggas be having women, bro. Cause they be promote bitches like the party. They promote the party to these bitches. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. R.I.P. Power. Black Pill Radio, man. I'm telling you, man. I think that would be a good idea if somebody wants to like make a power move to patch you out overseas. Like especially if it's a country where the U.S. to their dollar exchange rate is in favor of U.S. and you get your bread up, you go out there, and go buy a spot, get a spot, get a fucking business and shit. A local business, that shit, there's constant money coming in, constant money flow. I want to do that shit here. Constant cash money flow. A nigga like me ready to sell some shit out the trunk of my car, I'm ready to bring it back to that. I'm ready to bring it back to. I'm ready to bring it back to some kind of direct putting shit out the car shit. Sell shit out the car. You know? You know? Black Pill Radio, man. We 2 hours and 45 minutes, man. Dead parents is in the house. Don't blame you, bro. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Go overseas and be like, yo, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna write this minute, but I do want to go back for a month and then maybe 6 months after that to really get a real deal, a real perspective of, damn, could I live here? You know what I'm saying? Damn, you went to Columbia event. You be getting around, brother. What you do for a living, brother? You dead parents, you get around, brother. What you doing? If you don't mind me asking. I was in Columbia 3 weeks ago. You gotta check it out. Now, I don't want to get scoped, man. I considered it, but how do I avoid getting scoped out there, man? How do I avoid getting drugged by the bitches out there? Because I seen them bitches. Them bitches got some fat asses. They thick. Them Colombian bitches is thick. I want some of that. You know, I done had some Colombian bitches in New York before, but I wouldn't mind going balls deep, you know, in these hoes in Colombia. But how do I avoid getting scoped? That's the question. You know what I mean? You know? Black Pill Radio, man. You know? It's Black Pill Radio, man. I had private transportation service because I was scared. Oh, word? But how you still though? But how would you like? Did you drink around bitches? Like how did you stop a bitch from drugging you? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know? Oh, them streetwalkers saying shit brothels avoid scoping me. True that, man. But I like the street hoes and shit. But I know certain places you can't do that shit. Fuck with the street hoes. You know? Damn. This is a good fucking vision, man. But I'm falling asleep, man. It's Black Pill Radio, man. I'm about to shut it down, man. Yo, shouts out to dead parents, man. I feel tired as fuck. It's 1:28 in the morning. I'm high. And we on 2 hours and 48 minutes, man. It's Black Pill Radio. But anybody request, let me know. I'm about to shut it down. I paid for a host or chauffeur. I paid for a host or chauffeur to help me not escape, not get scooped or scammed in Colombia. Uh, Yeah, they don't speak English out there either like that. Right? Yeah, shit crazy. My trip cost double than the average trip there because I'm scared. Okay, damn, nigga, you be balling though. You got bread for that. Yeah, what do you do for a living, fam? You don't mind me asking? I feel tired as fuck. Black Pill Radio. This Black Pill Radio, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shut it down, man. I'm gonna shut the stream down. I'm kind of tired. Oh, you only rent rooms? Oh, you do security? Oh, you mean you rent rooms like to live in? Oh, okay, so you save money like that. There's money saved like that. Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely that shit is definitely saving money. Yeah. Black Pill Radio, man. Damn, smoking this weed, man. That shit got me kind of dazed. I should never bought this bullshit. Think about reselling this shit. Gotta raise some money on it. It's Black Pill Radio, man. I think I'm gonna shut it down, man. Good talking to you, brothers, man. I'm tired as fuck. Catch me on the replay, man. Oh yeah, I try to get overtime as much as possible. You live past split. Okay. Okay. I feel you, man. Rent rooms can save you a lot of bread, man. You only pay weekly. Okay. What's it called? What's the name of the joint called? You said I'm trying to find past split. I gotta look that up. I used to find rooms for motherfuckers. I used to charge a week. I used to charge the deposit and keep that. They do background checks and save. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, how long does it take to get a room on that? Mm. Yeah, I'm fucking tired though. I'm gonna shut it down, man. Shout out to everybody who came on the stream, man. Oh, fast as fuck. Yeah. Only 2-3 days. Oh, shit. Just to get a room? Oh, I'm gonna look that up, pass it. But yo, man, shout out to everybody who hit the stream, man. I'm fucking tired as fuck. Black Pill Radio. I'm gone. Till next time. I'll be putting another video up soon. I'll be back soon. Shout out to everybody, man.